What, he wrote that as well? He recently were fighting to get a video stopped being published online. He got arrested for drink driving. Should we watch it? Let's watch Justin Timberlake's. I see how long it takes him to say, "I'm Justin Timberlake." Just there it is, Justin Timberlake arrest. I'm gonna need you to wait for me soon as well, guys. Just a brief update, but I am going away. I'm going away for several weeks. I'm existing, I'm not living, and I just can't take any more. That's as much as I can say. But hopefully you'll be patient with me, and I need to get well, so that's what I'm doing. Maybe in about a month. Isn't he just an excellent right? I didn't know that. Yeah, I did see that. We'll watch that as well, Floyd. Did you see Jack Reacher actor beat up a fella standing in front of him? And rightly so, I thought. I mean, the internet seems to go mad, but absolute idiot standing in road. Fun fact, Mank Pete. Fun fact, the love that the Black Eyed Peas were searching for was later located as a fly taped washing machine. Is it? Bloody hell. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, mate. Thank you, Sasha. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know who he was, though. I didn't know who he was. 1 second, I'll get you a link, AK. I'm just going to bang this video on. It's only a minute long. Well, 1 minute. Right, come on. Hey, welcome in, Lex. Welcome in.
You're not stopping at the stop signs.
Yeah.
6 weeks, Angry Man. It'll be 6 weeks. I'll be away.
I'm on a world tour.
A what?
A world tour.
Doing what?
Hard to explain. A world tour. I'm Justin Timberlake.
I'm pissed.
Justin Timberlake.
You are Justin Timberlake?
Yeah.
You have a license with you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so left foot on the line. Left foot on the line first. And then you're going to put your right foot in front of your left, stay just like that. Okay? You're going to be heel to toe, like this.
Oh, it's wobbling. Oh, whoa.
Right. By the way,
Steady there, Justin.
These are like really hard tests.
It's an art test.
Blow into it like you're blowing a balloon. No?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, I'm not blowing into that bit. Oh dear. No, I couldn't MTB with my knees.
You're being held for night, and then in the morning it's raining. So in the morning, usually around 9:30.
Being held all night?
It might not be this one. You might be over at the other one, and they actually.
No, he says he could have been here all night.
Wow, man.
Wow. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm late to the news station. Bloody hell, it just came up in chat. Link for it, Ali. Come on, mate. Oh, right. Intro out of the way. Welcome. Ashney, Howard, welcome. Oh, well, says Sasha. Mickey Mouse is popping in shortly. Let's go. Unlucky. And apparently he did a few legal challenges to try and stop it getting put out, but obviously lost. Well. Is that you, Mr. A. Dot?
AK, yeah. I forgot about the K, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but can I seen that clip last week, you know that?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. And, well, so who's invincible?
Well, I'm not sure where that's going. Let me bring a guest on.
All right.
Who's invincible? That's one to ponder, that. Maybe Richard will know. Richard, do you know who's invincible?
No.
Because they're a star, like a star. Does that make them invincible?
Welcome, Richard. Good evening.
Evening, Jimmy.
Jimmy, did I hear you saying you were going off for a few
Yes,
weeks?
yes,
Okay,
yes.
Mom. Well, first of all, the first thing I'm going to say to you is look after yourself.
Yeah, I'm going to be gutted. I'm going to miss everyone. I'm going to be absolutely gutted, but I'm not. I've got to get this right, and I just feel if I don't do something about it now, it
Yeah,
gets
Jimmy,
worse
of
and
course you
worse.
do. Let me tell you, of course you do. And can I just say, we'll miss you, but you look after yourself, man. That's most important.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got to do this for
And
Matt. I've got to do it for me. I've got to do it for. I've got to do it for
so
us all.
Jamie, what did I say in the comments?
Hey, God bless. Hey, thank you, mate. I don't know, Ed. What did you say, AK?
Well, I said you'll be all right.
Just
I will be all right. Thank you. I will.
Yeah, I know you will.
I will.
Yeah, you will be. Jimmy.
There's just some things that I mean, I'm not going to discuss, but I cannot do things that I need to do, and
No,
no
that's
matter
not.
how many times I try and explain it, it's a mental blockage. There's something there, and it's insane. So
Jimmy, I've told AK if you need a break, £29 on a flight to Belfast. You can come over and stay for a weekend.
oh, that'd be awesome to meet you, Richard. It would, and your wife from Texas. I'd love to meet her as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So you can come over, and then what we'll do is we'll replay Society X videos.
I'm not so sure I'm coming. I'm not so sure. I've never been
Yeah.
able to watch one back fully. I
No,
find it.
Jimmy, it's an open invitation, and I'll talk to you in back chat, and I'll give you the phone number if you want to come over.
Oh, respect, Richard. Party at Richard's. Farmer Floyd's down.
Former Floyd. Floyd's a good guy, you know, Jimmy.
I'm going back to rehab, DP. I'll tell you, I'm going to rehab, and I'm going to rehab for 2 months. That's where I'm going.
Okay, Riyadh's a nice place. I've been to Riyadh.
Where? Rehab.
I've been to Riyadh.
Oh wow. Jerry, yeah, love you, mate. Oh yeah, lad,
I
innit?
tried to tell us.
You're kind of confusing me here. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but I find it quite weird.
One night, a long time ago, you know, whenever AK talks about aliens and everything,
Got it, let's.
No, Richard, I don't talk about aliens.
No, I know what you mean, AK. Listen to me. Will you please listen for a change?
Okay.
Right. So just listen. So I went to Peru, and I done the whole ayahuasca thing, and I done the whole. It was strange. I had aliens living in my bedroom for 6 weeks back in 1984.
Aliens?
Yeah.
Living in your bedroom?
In my bedroom with UFOs and all. I used to get up in the morning and say hello to them. I used to get up and get up in the morning, and I went to Peru, and I done the whole ayahuasca thing. And I used to get up in the morning, and the aliens were standing there like as if they were real people.
Wow.
And I got up in the mornings back in 1984, and I greeted them as if they were normal.
Let me get some guests on. I mean, I'm glad you've got over that. Some brilliant guests loading in. We've got AY Audits. Hello. Yes, mate.
You right, Geese?
I'm all right, Geese. Good to see you.
I just wanted to say happy birthday, and then I was off.
Whose birthday is it?
Can't tell you.
Oh, that's interesting. Happy
They
birthday.
they don't want a big fuss about it. They said, but they really wanted me to go on Society X and wish him happy birthday.
What's he up to? Anyone got any ideas in the chat? I'm going to bring John on. John, glad to see you back. Apologies for the other night as well. I left you backstage. I hope you heard my apology because I felt bad about it.
Oh, no, it's not to worry.
Oh.
It was fine. Yeah.
Good. Right, happy birthday. Whose birthday is it?
Whose birthday?
I told you I'm not allowed to tell you.
Happy birthday, whoever you are.
Yeah, so why me?
You are. Happy birthday.
No. Why mention someone's birthday if you don't even know who they are?
Well, he just said.
No,
Is it Angela?
1 second, I'm just going to show everyone this Gorillaz concert, and then we'll get some order.
Well, I'm going
So
now anyway.
whose birthday is
In
it?
a bit, AY. Oh, look
See
at
you
this. Ta-ra, mate. Whose birthday was it? I mean, I'd guess. No, I'm going to look. We can't hear it too well, Reese, because you're sat in clouds. I guess it's. I mean, it looks good.
Yeah, it looks like a light show, doesn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
You know what a concert looks like and a light show. I
Do you
mean,
remember the first time the Gorillaz did their they did like their 3D thing where they had all like the light show, but they did it through it was like through they
why?
had all smoke over the stage, and then they
Can
did
I ask a question about the human way of thinking on this planet?
You are absolutely steaming, mate, tonight, I'm afraid. And
No, I'm not. I'm not, Jamie.
No, I promise you are. I've got to know you very well, and take my word for it.
So what are you going to do, Jamie?
I'm just gonna monitor the situation closely. That's all I'm gonna do.
Well, I mean, because I can't speak my mind.
I'm interested to know what the question was now, though. What was the question?
You can't speak your mind. Okay, you can't speak your mind.
No, but you speak your mind, though, don't you?
Okay. What was the question on the human way of thinking? This is going to be interesting, I'm sure.
Robbo.
Well, who are you asking?
You.
Didn't you just say that you're about to ask a question? You said, "Can I just ask a question on the human way of thinking?" And then you stopped.
Yeah, because I'm asking you, what is the way of thinking of human minds?
Yeah.
Well, we don't know.
It's a bit of a complex question, me.
Well, there's
you know the answer?
Yeah.
Well, no, there's
I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing, am I? I just want to know the answer.
No.
Well, nobody knows the answer. Okay, so there are.
Well, if no one knows the answer, why would they say a question then?
Well, because you.
I must tell you a story, Jimmy. A quick story.
No, I don't, Richard. I don't need another story.
Sorry,
But AK, a question precedes an unknown. The reason you ask the question is because there's something that you don't know.
Right. So what do you know about life?
Yeah. Well,
about life.
Yeah. I'm asking you a question then. What do you know about life?
I want to know his experience in Peru, innit? Because I've got deep with Peru for me.
Hey, let's welcome up, right?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah. Well, it would be Let's anyway.
Nah, Peru's deep and spiritual.
No, I knew.
But I can't word it right. I'm not a professional at wording stuff.
You're all seeing at your AK, so I mean, you're looking.
Oh, the all-seeing eye. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, pineal glands. My pineal glands open.
Yeah,
wide.
well, there you go. So if you know what they are, what are they?
Evening, yeah.
In him saying in Peru that he's seen some things and he seemed like he thinks he's telling the truth. But I've got a thing with Peru, so I just wanted to know about that.
So is that person a liar or what?
What I was saying was I took ayahuasca.
No. Let's finish.
I've finished.
Is that person who said that a liar or what?
No, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm just.
If you don't know, don't say it.
Yeah, because I'm questioning it, innit? No one knows everything.
Well, question it. So how do you know what the truth is?
I don't know. I just know I've got.
If you don't know, don't say it.
No one about Peru because he said it happened in Peru, and I've heard a lot of things about Peru and the mountains and stuff. That's all I meant.
John.
In Peru. So it was in Lima, 1984, in Peru. I would have been 20, 24, 25. Whenever I was in Lima in Peru, and I'd done ayahuasca, and it's like a hallucinogenic drug. And
like DMT.
Actually, I've done DMT as well. DMT was more extreme than the stuff that I had in Peru. DMT was very hallucinogenic.
Well, isn't dimethyltryptamine? It's synthetic. Isn't it a synthetic version of ayahuasca? It's the same chemical, but one's
Never
synthetic.
heard of ayahuasca. First time.
It is. It's exactly a derivative of what I experienced in Peru.
Well, isn't there a theory that I don't know how well accepted it is? I think Joe Rogan popularized it, where the burning bush that spoke to Moses was an acacia bush, which has
DMT,
some kind of chemical in it that causes hallucinations.
100%.
Yes,
100%. And actually, DMT is naturally produced in your brain.
And plants as well, though, so that makes sense about the bush.
Yeah, it does. But DMT is naturally produced in your brain. And in fact, they say that a lot of people who have experiences whenever they're dying, it's DMT in their brain coming out.
Well, the brain naturally produces dimethyltryptamine.
It does.
Oh, DMT. Yeah. Sorry, mate.
You're good, mate. You're good.
Now I'm starting to think that DMT and this stuff, what you said, what goes out your brain when you die, that's part of our soul. So maybe our pineal gland or whatever it is, our consciousness is our soul in it. Like, if you know what I mean.
Well, it depends. It depends if you're a physicalist or a substance dualist. A substance dualist would say that there's something separate from the physical brain, and a physicalist would say that it's just the brain and that consciousness is an emergent property.
Is there anything to prove either way, John? There's just no evidence. It's all speculation.
Well, the majority of the evidence that there's nothing to disprove substance dualism, but there is evidence to prove physicalism. So, for example, the only thing that we can do is, for example, we can take a healthy brain and you can damage certain parts of it, and it inhibits our human experience.
There you go. That's quite excellent stuff.
But we don't. But there's no examples that we have of a consciousness absent of brain or neurons phase locking. But that's not to say that it's not possible. There are certain entropic rules of the universe that would dictate that it is technically possible. We just don't have any evidence of it. So,
yeah, I have also said to those who are very firm Christian believers, with quantum theory, I have also said to them, he says in the Bible, Jesus says, although I don't believe it's Yeshua, and I don't believe Jesus ever existed. But moving on from that, I have also said in the Bible, they have said, my Father's house has many mansions, and I've often asked, could that be it going to another quantum level?
Well, he's talking about mansions, but he's on about different universes.
Well, what do you mean by a quantum level, though? You've lost me there.
So whenever you say my Father's house has many mansions, could it mean that you're going to a quantum universe after you die? Because we all know that energy cannot be destroyed; it can only be changed.
Well, yeah. So this is the conservation of energy. So energy can move from different states. So you can get chemical, kinetic, thermal. There's loads of different types of energy, and it will move from state to state to state. And there's an energy cost to move from state to state to state. But we can't create energy. But the problem is the expansion model of the universe dictates that energy is being pumped into our universe from somewhere and from where we know not. The expansion of the universe has been driven by energy that comes from somewhere, and we just don't know where it comes from.
I think that's what David's chipping in. He's saying, we found the ingredients for life all over the universe.
But the point is, though, do you know what the best thing is, though? The best thing is, like, this is what I always say, innit? Like, you got dinosaurs, you got humans. But one thing, I don't know if we've had disasters and then the world gets wiped out, then we start back again. But underneath us is all the materials for all the energy. and technology that we talk about anyway. So before anything,
100%.
there was always this shit before any human and dinosaur. Because we always had magnetic forces. A lot I don't go into, but I think a lot about that.
Well, there's the strong.
Just all the materials, gold, underground. I think about a lot about underground. You know what I mean?
Well, there's Maxwell's equations, which example the strong and the weak magnetic forces.
Yeah, but then my belief is, if you take a fish out of water, a fish wouldn't recognize this universe. A fish wouldn't recognize this universe because we're being a 3D universe. And I believe that there's more than 4 dimensions in this universe. And I believe there's beings all around us that we don't see.
Well, it depends. It depends on what.
That's where psychedelics comes into it.
Wow. It depends. Wow. No. It depends. It depends on what physics you're using to interrogate the universe. So if you use string theory, there's 11 dimensions. But then there's M theory, which stipulates an unlimited number of dimensions.
100%.
So it depends what type of physics you're using to try and describe the universe.
Very much
none of it's decided. We don't have a unified theory yet because none of it quite works.
Oh, no, this ain't the last live Ubers. It's going to be about 2 weeks away. It's going to be a couple of weeks yet. I'm not saying goodbye tonight. A couple of weeks.
Oh, lads, so I've got a good question for you because I had this discussion with someone and I always say, like, they make you look up, but they make you not look underneath us in it. So we look to the sky, think of stars. That's probably an illusion, at fucking Matrix. But underneath us is where all of our history, all our dead bodies are. But we had a discussion about we looking underground, thinking of like humans, and then about fish, and then it kind of came out, and I kind of believed it. That we kind of come from the sea, like humans kind of come from the sea, and the first cell was made in the sea. And then it made me think about when you get born, you're born in a bed with water. You know what I mean? I just started to think, wait there, I wonder if we do come from the sea.
Well, well, not necessarily the sea.
It's a tricky one, though, isn't it, bro? I've got very dumb questions I have, bro.
No, but it depends. It depends on what you mean. If you're talking about abiogenesis, then we needed, we think at least. And when I say we, I don't mean me personally. I mean we, as in like the scientific community, think
the human race. Yeah.
DNA. That was the word. DNA. So
So you need abiogenesis is the scientific theory around the first natural production of a self-replicating molecule, and you need amino acids which can form into proteins, and then the proteins form these complex molecules which are essentially a repeating code that then forms structures within cells. And that can form DNA, it can form RNA. There might be a precursor to both DNA and RNA that we're not aware of. But that seems to have needed to have taken place in some kind of fluid environment. It couldn't take place as
and we are born in fluid as well, isn't it? Like the female body produces liquid anyway, naturally, and we're born from the fluid to Earth.
But we see.
But then we have a bubble burst, and then we can breathe. You tap your back, then you can breathe air. But really, inside, you're kind of just breathing from the mum, and you're in water.
Well, the thing that I was going to say is that we see on a regular basis on Earth right now, we see amino acids forming complex chains. They just don't replicate. We see it happening on a regular basis on Earth today, and in the most common place that it happens is around deep sea volcanic vents, where you've got a lot of heat providing an accelerated, like a catalyst for these chemical reactions.
Is this true, John? What Jerry says? He says evolution is not real. It's just a list of animals Chuck Norris allowed to live. I'm not sure about
that. Pure Chuck died on Monday.
I know. We were having a chat about that the other day.
Yeah, he was 93, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good innings. Good innings.
Yeah, good innings. If I get to 93, I'll be happy.
Me too.
If I get to 73, I'll be happy.
Oh no,
Well,
I want to get born at 73. I'd be pissed off dying at 73. No, that's not good.
I'm just
Well-
pissed off. I know I'm halfway
No,
through
I
my
wouldn't
life.
mind that, Jimmy. I mean,
Yeah,
I
it's
thought
shit,
it
like
was-
Sam near approaching 50 and it has flown. I look back and I think, you what, I was 30 yesterday. Fucking hell.
And it's so now
Well-
you know, like you're probably not going to get to 100, so that probably pisses you off because you know that
Oh no, I am
you've
getting to
already
100.
done half your life. You know what I mean? But with
I'm
me, anyway, you get me. I know I'm not going to get to 80.
No,
Jimmy,
I'm
I
getting
must tell you,
20.
the last job I worked in, and we used to have the radio playing, Radio
Sorry,
2
mate.
playing through the speakers at work.
Yeah.
And the last job I was in, they were playing Slade one day, and the wee girl said to me, "Who's that?" And I said, "That's Slade." And she said, "I says, you must remember it. It was only number one a couple of weeks ago, but it was 40 years ago whenever I told her. She didn't understand."
Is it 90% water? I'd have said 70%, I would have thought. 90% water.
What, the planet Earth?
No, us.
Us,
Oh, humans.
70%, we're 70%
I
water.
wouldn't
Not
say it was 90.
No, I think it's higher than that.
Yeah,
yeah.
but...
Yeah, I think.
70%
Well,
we are
no, because
water.
well, the reason I say I think it's higher than that, I don't think we know for certain what percentage it is, but like the way an MRI works is it measures fluid density. So you get a high enough resolution. Like if you got like a 7 Tesla scanner, you can identify the difference between the fluid within a eukaryotic cell and the cell wall on the outside. So if you think that almost every cell in your body is comprised of mostly fluid, with there's a wafer thin skin on the outside. It's like the skin on a rice pudding, you know.
Yeah.
It's wafer thin, and that's what comprises most of our body. So I'll be surprised if it's low as 70. I don't know if it's as high as 90.
No, I think it is 70.
Well, I'll just Google it.
I think if you look at it in Google, it's 70% water. I could be wrong.
Respect Society X, man, for letting me up.
I could be wrong. I could be
Hey,
wrong.
anytime, no worries. It's no problem, man. No problem.
I've got bare questions in it. That's what I mean. I'm just listening and that in it. But yeah, man.
No, jump in. Honestly, I'm taking a back seat. I'm chilling. Honestly.
No.
So here we go. So the
magnets as well. I think magnets are connected to us, and magnets are connected to, like, when we see UFOs, and you can see something go from there to there from a blink of an eye. Because magnetic speed isn't the same as miles per hour. You know what I mean?
So I've just googled it. So the human body, the whole body,
yes.
Including the bones, skeleton, the musculoskeletal structure, everything, is 50 to 65% water. But if you just account for the soft tissue, so not the skeleton, not the bones, then it's somewhere between 79 and 85%.
I mean, I believe in this. There's just some suggestion that we're affected by the moon and the movements, and if we are all water and tides and the way the seas work, but then think about it, and we would all be affected at the same time in the same
100%.
geographical location, and we're not. You know what I mean? It wouldn't work like that, is it?
Gravity is a relatively weak force, though. We perceive it as being a strong force because it keeps us pinned to this planet. But actually, from the, it's actually a relatively weak force. If it was a very strong force, then you wouldn't be able to defy it with planes and just by jumping up in the air. Obviously, we don't float off, but we can still.
Exactly. Oh, this is perfect timing, man. Do you know what I believe with gravity? When we're born here, we've got some iron in us or something, so we've got metabolisms in us anyway. In it, if our heart goes, you pump magnets, which it goes back to the magnets. So saying we're connected to them. I believe that's the difference in it, because a human touches a power line, you're getting electrocuted because we've got metal in us. Birds, they ain't got metal in them, so that's why they can. That's why if they flap the wings, they're not connected to the magnets under the ground, which is the plates which make the earthquakes. So that's why we stay fitted on the ground, because something's in us. Yeah, sorry.
No. So there's a couple of things that you said there. So firstly, the reason that we have iron in our bodies is predominantly in our blood and in our liver. It doesn't really feature much elsewhere in our body. It's mostly it's an oxygen carrier. It's what the oxygen bonds with in our red blood cells that allows the blood to be carried around the body. And whilst iron is conductive because it has a free electron, it's not what causes us to be electrocuted. It's the electrolytes, it's the salt in our body that causes us to be conductors.
I'm on about the gravity of us walking on ground and not being able, like you said, flap your wings to fly.
But the reason
our natural gravity for humans is to like be on the ground. Birds, it's not like that.
Yeah, but what you said with birds, that's the reason that birds, when they touch, like a human could grab hold of an electrical cable if he's isolated from the earth, and it wouldn't, like a human could go up onto a pylon and grab hold of the electrical cable and not get electrocuted in the same way as birds land on them. The reason that birds don't get electrocuted is because they're not earthed. You know, they need to be earthed in order for the current to go somewhere.
Even that when we talk about that, like the earth wire and different wires to do with earth, all of these things, I can't word it out to you, lads, though, you know what I mean? But all these things, I question.
Excluded from getting electrocuted?
Don't know, man. You got like the earth wire, a different wire.
So there's a live wire, there's a neutral wire, and then there's an earth wire.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Typically, in the electrical cabling in our house, the live typically, although in not all circumstances, but the live typically is the wire that carries the current.
Yeah, you don't use the red one
or the brown one
or the black
one. Well, the old wiring, it was the green
red, black, and green.
Well, that's the old wiring, but the new wiring, I think it's like since 1996, it's yellow and green is the earth, blue is the neutral, and brown is the live, and that's
just to be safe. Mossad makes a great point. Don't touch any of them.
I can't believe it.
They're all equal. They're all equal wires. They're all equal wires.
You can't buy a plug now in a shop to wire your own appliances.
That's the EU meddling in our business. Some say, Richard.
Yes.
Richard, I was literally wiring not a plug, but I was wiring sockets in a conservatory this morning. You can buy anything you want from an electric.
No, there's something in that you can't. You have to. It has to have a sealed plug on it now, doesn't it, or something? There's some meddling from those pests in the EU, John. Honestly,
it depends. It depends if it's a double insulated unit or not, and if it's a double insulated, it doesn't need an earth wire. So anything like a kitchen appliance, like a kettle or anything like that, needs a sealed unit, a sealed plug on it. And most manufacturers provide a sealed plug on it, and it will void the warranty if you use it. So there's nothing wrong.
I should be able to wire my own cooker and wire my own appliances.
You know what I mean? Meddling in our electrical needs. It's disgusting.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I think there is a degree of infantilization going on. Like, I mean,
infantilization. No, I'm being serious.
I need to get the dictionary out.
Saying you've been like
able to wear a plug whenever I was 10-year-old.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
I put the green, I put the blue, and I put the red in, and it worked.
I mean, I remember. I don't know why I remember this, but have something without a plug on, putting it over the plug hole and banging another plug on top of it. Anyone remember that?
100%. 100%.
I do remember that as well.
Well, yeah, because if you get the live pin and you put your live cable over the other and knock the pin in, then you'll get the conduction across everything, won't you?
Yeah.
So it's the equivalent of making a spur off of a plug socket.
Amy, well,
I didn't know how to do it, but like people in prison and that, they used to use shower gel with a plastic. I was going to mention plastic because plastic's quite valuable in the world and it's kind of recyclable. But my point is, used to get a flame from the electric box, like foil, and the plug socket, onto the spoon with the shower jar, and then get a fucking flame up.
Yeah. Well, I remember whenever I was selling TVs, that you used to sell a plug as an arrow on whenever you were selling your TV.
3 appliances off 1 plug. They were the days. Yeah, I remember going to my mates. And I seen this electric meter. I said, what the fuck's that? And he'd bridged it with speaker wire. I'm not kidding. He'd bridged it with literal speaker wire. And it was that thin, this we've used about 1,000 pieces, you know. It was just so crazy.
Like, any of us ever been electric shocked?
Yeah, I've had a zap or 2.
Yeah, I've had an electric shock, yeah.
Yeah, I got a
That's scary, that is, man.
Well, you just hope you're going to be all right. Don't I remember going, oh, fucking hell, shit. Oh, thank God.
In the vast majority of like,
Your
unless
body
you
can't control it, innit?
No.
Here's another thing I've got for you. This goes with the bird thing I said, bro. Get this. I watched gruesome shit, yeah, called the YNC. And you just see people get electrocuted. The currency of electricity is connected to our body. When we get shocked, like say that I'm hanging and I've gone to touch this cable. The cable will keep me hanging. My body can't disconnect from it. My hand's burning. And I'm just there. And then it's when that, I believe, when your soul's connected to electricity, because after a bit, once like you're dead, you just drop. And that's when all your soul's been taken away from you. But while you're alive, you can't get off that electric cable. It makes you stick to it.
It depends. It depends on the type of current. So it depends on the type. So an alternating current, when you get a shock, it pushes you away from it. If it's a DC current, it causes your muscles to clamp down.
Yeah, that's
and
what
your body won't let go, even if you're dead. It causes
until you're dead. Now, when you're dead, that's when it lets you go.
No,
when you're dead, that's when it lets you go.
No. Oh, that's an interesting point. Yeah, let me think about that. Yeah, when does it end? You mean? Is it still?
When you're dead, because they stay upside down in a mad position, and I'm on about like the electric cables on railway lines. I watch a lot, and like they're stuck there burning, and then all of a sudden they drop, and I believe that's probably once the souls come out of you and the shit that's connecting us to electricity.
What you saying?
You always get dropped at the end. You always get dropped at the end. You don't just stay up there.
Well, the electric railway lines, run on, I believe they're DC because
DC,
the motors in the intercity trains require a DC current. You can't run an alternating current through an electric motor, as far as I understand. It needs to be transformed from AC into DC if that's what you're going to do. So if the lines on intercity trains are running on DC, then it would cause your muscle to clamp around the line, and you wouldn't let go. However, you would let go once the muscle's been burned through.
Once you're dead, your souls come out of you.
No, you are long dead.
Stop being able to work. They're just.
You're long dead. Once the current has burned through the muscle and the tendon, then the muscle will relax because it's not connected to a bone anymore. There's no tension, and then you would let go. But you are long dead before that happens.
Yeah,
that's
it says there muscles burn inside out. Yeah.
No, it's just a query what I thought of. I don't know. You know what I mean? I just thought of it.
That's why we should be grateful to Nicholas Tesla, because we have AC current in this country. Nicholas Tesla, who invented AC current.
Big him up.
Yeah.
Well, there's another thing I always say as well about this, like Nicholas Tesla and all of this shit.
Tesla.
All this shit was here, like in year 0. We already had magnesium underneath us. All the shit that we do in science classes at school, we've already had that underground. We've already had all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's my point when I'm saying that all of this shit was here before us, innit? But there's probably different technologies, probably magnetic devices more. You know what I mean?
There probably was, yeah. You're probably right. There probably was.
Before dinosaurs, before us, the Earth's always been here, innit?
Well, you've only got to go and look at some of the stuff. I mean, some of the guys that are out doing now who go out and look at different things. I've got a couple of his books. I forget his name, but he goes around to different places and he reckons that there was a civilization that was totally lost.
Who's Graham Hancock?
Graham Hancock, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's my Jesus. He is.
Well, he makes the claim that there was some kind of advanced civilization that existed
He
on Earth.
does, yeah.
That's why I mentioned Peru here. That's why I mentioned Peru.
Preceding the Younger Dryas, which seems to be some kind of multiple meteor impacts that essentially melted the ice caps, or like prematurely ended the last ice age. Which there does seem to be some archaeological evidence for the Younger Dryas,
yeah.
but there doesn't seem to be much direct archaeological evidence for this claimed advanced society.
I've read Fingerprints of the Gods, and he does seem to make a case for it that there was another civilization here before we were here.
Exactly.
Look, it's absolutely possible. I wouldn't say that it's impossible.
And there's even cities underneath the sea. Cities underneath the sea.
It does seem likely that we're not the first and last. John, do you know what the paradox of motion is? Does that mean anything to you or anyone else? Paradox of motion.
No.
So,
well, what in what sense? Like
in the
like
sense
a law of
something which is unable to be debated, something which would struggle to get to a conclusion. The paradox of motion. Now, this was struggling to me. I thought I'm going to read this out one day anyway. So, to walk across a room, you must first walk halfway, then half of what remains, then half again.
It's
forever.
No. So I don't know it as the paradox of motion. I know it as something called Zeno's paradox.
I did miss off it is the Zeno's paradox of motion. Yes,
so Zeno's paradox. So the way it's been explained historically is that so if you've got a tortoise that's moving away from you very slowly and you fire an arrow towards it. So I think it might have been Archimedes or Socrates or
Socrates.
Somebody. But anyway, the notion is that you fire an arrow towards a tortoise. Now, both the arrow and the tortoise are moving away from the observer, and the tortoise is moving away from the observer at a slower rate than the arrow is moving away from the observer. And Zeno's paradox of motion is that the arrow gets close to the tortoise, but the tortoise gets further away. So therefore, the arrow should never, even though the tortoise is moving away slower, then the arrow should never actually reach the tortoise, because even though the arrow is moving faster, every time the tortoise moves away a little bit further, it gets further away from the arrow. But it's geometrically, it's nonsense. It doesn't make sense. It's not a paradox, really.
Well, it's talking about infinite steps. It's saying, well, you'd never get anywhere because you could half it forever, because you'd say, well, it's half again, half again, half again, half again. Eventually, you've got to destination, haven't you?
It's a misunderstanding of what an infinite is. So, for example, people who've never studied mathematics or further mathematics don't understand what an infinite is. So there are actually infinites which are larger than others.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the way I can explain it is, if you think of, like, let's say, if you count, you can, in principle, if you lived forever, you could count from 0, and you could count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and you could just keep going infinitely.
It reminds me of life. It reminds me of life, waking up like Groundhog Day, like every day. Just.
But John saying is, yes, it's infinite, but it has limitations, and one of the limitations.
Well, no, so what I'm about to say is now, if you count forever, but you only count odd numbers, right?
Okay.
It is mathematically the case that the infinite set of odd numbers is smaller than the infinite set of all numbers, because the odd numbers fits within the infinite set of all numbers. So they're both infinites, but one has to be smaller than the other, mathematically speaking, because it excludes numbers that exist in the set.
I've never thought of mathematics. Like, I don't know about that, but I know it's got a lot to do with the universe and like odd and even numbers.
So John, I would have a difference with you. I don't believe that time is linear. I don't believe that time is linear. I believe it all happens at once.
What do you mean?
So I believe time works like, do you know whenever you open a book and you read page 1? So page 1 is still there. But if you go on to page 2, you're reading that at that time. But that page is still there. Page 1 is still there.
Well, I don't get what the pages have got to do with time.
So it hasn't gone away. So the reason it has to do with time, Jimmy, is because that page is still there. And I believe our past, present, and our future happen all at once.
That would be something to do with memory, then, what you're saying. So I know what you mean. You're mixing time with memory because chapter 1's still there. You're on chapter 2, but it's still the same time. But that's to do with your memory and your brain.
No, it has to do with time. And what do you think? So I believe that our past and our future is still there, that we can still access it.
But I don't think you can compare it to a physical, actual object as in a book, because time is different to an object, isn't it?
Well, just quickly, the comment you've got there, which I was about to mention. So
you're on about which mathematical is a different infinity than a philosophical one,
than a philosophical one. But then the problem that you've got there, DeWitt, is that we use mathematics as a conceptual tool to describe the universe in which we exist. It's imperfect. It's imperfect. But so we don't know.
Time is a construction. Time is a man-made construction.
Numbers are kind of more important than letters.
So time is a perception that we have. But time, oh Jesus.
Well, this leads on to another one, John, because how do we know what we're saying is true? Because we'd need a test to test as test. So that again is infinite. So how do you measure truth? Because you test it, but then you have to test your test, and wouldn't that go on forever?
So it's the difference between inductive and deductive reasoning.
So is it?
Yes, it is. So we use inductive reasoning, makes the assumption that the rules and regulations that govern our universe are going to be the same from yesterday as today. So like you could go, it's why we apply, we never say that we're 100% certain of anything in science and in physics. We apply a confidence scale, and that confidence scale is measured in what we call sigmas. And so 5 and 6 sigma are the most confident. So things like evolution and gravity, things like that we can test empirically, we apply a high degree of confidence to. But we do ultimately make assumptions. I was
just going to say, can you prove anything without assuming something? I'd say no.
No, there's always an antecedent assumption. There's an axiomatic basis.
I mean, I don't say it like that, but
wait there. I'm not afraid. These are my topics. I'm just waiting. I'm just listening to it all. But they're using certain words I'm not used to, so I'm trying to program big words. You know what I mean?
That's funny.
So would you agree, John? Would you agree that time is a construction, a man-made construction?
Well, no. The way we describe it is constructed, but I think we're describing something that actually exists. I just think we're imperfect observers.
In fact, that's wrong, because in fact, Einstein's theory of relativity actually precludes that.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. 100%.
No, it doesn't. It's so time is an expression of, so you can't have energy and you can't have matter without time, because like the energy and matter physically bend space, which gives us our conception of time.
Okay. So
it's like saying that when you get enough water in one place, it can't be wet. If you get enough matter in one place, you have enough energy in one place, you have time. You have to. So
would you also agree that Einstein's theory doesn't give you the theory of everything?
Yeah.
God, no. No, if you... No, of course not.
Right. So
well, the problem that you've got with the so we started off with Newton, which gives us the relativistic motion of things like solar systems and
okay,
stuff like that.
and
then
we've got
in
dispute. That's not
and then we've got Einstein, which gives us our relationship between energy and matter and time. And now we have quantum mechanics, but like a unified theory of everything should, in principle, unify quantum mechanics.
I'm working on it.
Quantum fields.
No, I'm working on it.
It should also unify Einsteinian physics, i.e.,
okay.
you know how energy and matter and time function, and then it should also work together with Newtonian physics, which is essentially the Brownian motion of our universe, cause and effect. But we do not have a unified theory for all three.
But we all know that time's man-made, innit? So,
yes.
So, like, what do you think of that? What do you think of that about this clock going at this now 9:52 in America? It's gonna be, I don't know, 5:52 in the afternoon, in the evening.
You're talking.
What do you think of all of that? And then also you got leap years, you got the days. Some days, some months you have 31 days, some months you have 30 days. So mad.
No, you're talking about time
That's
zones.
what's making our age. That means that means we're not really age. That means age is a myth. Age is a myth.
Well, this has been keeping me up at night, and now, I mean, John's here, so I'm going to put it out there. John, if you replace every single plank on a ship one by one over many years,
the ship of Theseus, yeah,
that's the one. Is it still the same ship? And if you rebuild the original ship from the old planks, which one is real?
Yeah, and the modern conception of this is every cell in your body is replaced once every 7 years, and you live to be older than the age of 7.
I've said that before, John. I've said that as well. Yeah,
John's like a male Alexa, isn't it? It's like a male Alexa. Quite got good answers.
So John, explain the split. Explain the split right to me.
What you mean the two slits experiment? Is like a particle or a wave.
100%. So explain that to me.
But I mean, didn't we all do this experiment in like GCSE?
I've never heard of it before.
Yeah,
I mean, that's above my pay grade on some topics. GCSE, I was terrible in science and stuff. Me, honest to God, absolutely. I don't remember doing any of this stuff in science.
So
we messed about Bunsen burners and stuff.
The double
quantum theory.
So the double slit experiment is what we presumed that light was made of particles and wasn't actually a wave. And what happened was the double slit experiment, you get a light source and you place a barrier between the light source and another barrier, and you put two slits. And what you should see is just two horizontal slits as shadows being projected on a far wall, for example.
Yeah, so
we don't see that. Well, because light behaves as both a particle and a wave, and the waves intersect with one another.
Yeah. I don't know. You remember all this from GCSE?
So what does it come out as then? Does it come straight? What does it come bent or like a different shape?
Well, it depends. It depends how far away you set the light source and the double slit. But typically, what people see is either 2 or 6 shadows on a wall. When it is either 4 or 6 when you should only see 2. It depends how far away the light sources are set, because it depends how many waveforms you get intersecting with one another.
But it also suggests there's something else, does it not, John?
What do you mean by something else?
So there's another quantum reality?
Well, the cutting edge of physics right now is that we have different quantum fields for different quantum particles, and the different quantum fields interact with one another. But we don't know exactly how they interact. We can use quantum mechanics to make unbelievably accurate predictions, but we don't really know what's going on. We're still trying to get to grips with it.
I think light and shadows. Go on, sorry, mate. Sorry.
No, you're all right, but I didn't mean to interrupt.
Ah,
So in
Mike.
theory, I could be in another realm where I am not talking to Jimmy and I've never heard of Jimmy before. Is that correct?
Sorry, say that
What?
again.
Yeah, what was
Or
that?
I could be in another realm where I've
What do you
never
mean by
heard of
another realm?
Jimmy, or I've never spoken to Jimmy in my life. Is that correct?
No.
Yes, it is.
How? Well, because we've already spoke, so that's happened.
In this reality. But there's another reality out there, Jimmy, where we have never met.
Is there?
Yes.
Where?
So, well, we don't know that because that would be in the quantum field. That would be in the
No.
string theory version of this.
Connie,
No. So if there's another reality,
hey, Mrs. J, welcome.
Go on, John.
so you're so
Welcome.
there are a couple of different theories of time. And one theory of time is that there is.
He means
one
parallel
reality.
universe, doesn't he?
Yeah. So which is
50 seconds every minute.
which in physics is called the M theory of time, i.e., that for every single possible configuration of molecules, atoms within the universe,
You got a
there is
big brain.
another universe that expresses that. So if you think about it from the perspective of decisions. Every time you made a decision, and you could have made a different decision, then that spontaneously popped another universe into existence. That's the M theory of
So
time.
what does leap year? Yeah, this is good because you're quite intelligent. So what does leap year mean then, innit? Because this is what I mean. Time's man-made, innit? You have 1 year, but February only has 28 days. So what does leap year mean?
You're overthinking it in terms of we've always had time. We might not just never have put a name on it, but it's still light and it still went dark.
Like a year
But
for us.
Spending time, no. Having a year where you call it a leap year and making them up
like you were
28
talking
days.
about how the
That's
time
spending
ticks,
time.
speed it ticks.
That's
but a day is still a day, isn't it? When the sun goes down, that's the day over. There's a
yeah. Times the sun and times the weather basically, like the sun.
But the fact that, but let's we
bend it so the time comes up, like so the sun comes up or goes down later because we've bent the time.
But there are loads and loads and loads of different ways of measuring
when
time.
it's winter and that, when it's winter, we change the clocks back. That's spending time.
Well, that were to do with I think factory workers or something to do with workers or employees or something. It was to do with farming, wasn't it? Farming and
well, daylight saving was to do with farming. A
Yes.
leap year is to do with the fact that we divided our year up on a lunar calendar.
No, it was to do with the Roman Catholic Church.
Well, yes, but the original calendar was based on a lunar calendar, which doesn't divide equally in our orbit around the planet. Doesn't divide equally into the number of rotations that we have from the perspective of days.
Yeah, it's just
so we have to find some way of otherwise our position around the sun would move variable from year on year on year, and that was deemed unacceptable. So they had to. So we add an additional day in February once every 4 years to account for it.
Yeah.
But there are other cultures that dealt with this problem in different ways.
Can I bring a guest on? Muckanorth, good to have you up. Is that you? Are we live?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you, buddy.
Hey, that's that Irish man you'll fan, isn't it?
Oh, that what? Irish? Oh, yeah, Richard.
I'll be coming for you in a couple of weeks, fella. Providing we get a decent result. If you hammer us, I'll go missing.
Fill us in, Mucka, because I don't know what you're talking about.
Man U versus Leeds at their place.
Oh, what happened? What were the final score?
No, it's in a few weeks' time. I think it's 13.
Oh, we're gonna do yes. We're gonna do yes.
Have any relevance? Will it have any effect on this league, or is it going to mean anything?
We're going to be in the Champions League.
Really quickly, Jamie. Did you know YouTube had made it possible for you to reply to commenters with voice notes? And it's quite recent.
2025 wants its news back.
Well, I've only just found it out. And to be honest with you, this was my stance before I'd found out. Usually I block trolls instantly because I know they need the outlet and you can make them implode by just doing it
makes it worse if you ignore them, mate.
However,
strive for the attention. If you ignore them, it hurts. ignore
Well, I
them.
know, but now I'm almost welcoming trolls because I'd love to just fucking wind them up and take the piss
Be
in the most
careful with it.
weirdest, slickiest way possible.
It's been causing a few problems, Mucker, as that feature, because what it's doing is it's recording the voice as an actual video. It's something wrong with it at the minute. So you'll record your reply, and it's putting it as a new video on your channel, and people are losing the channels for too many uploads.
You don't want that. You don't want that.
So I've
Yeah,
stayed
I
away.
know that.
I've stayed away from it because I've seen people losing the channels because it's saying that they're it's saying it's a video, but it's something's going wrong. I've seen it a few times.
No, because I just love to just do the most weirdest reply and wind them up. But with me,
feature,
I get
Marty uses it. Marty does it a lot.
Marty.
Yeah, Marty
See,
uses
I'd
it.
get carried away and end up getting too carried away and saying something absolutely outlandish and getting myself in trouble. That sort of way. That's what.
Don't do that.
No, the self-restraint is going to have to be great from here on out now.
Have you noticed after the live as well, you've now got an AI thing that's showing you what went on in the live. It's got all the transcript at the side. If you click on it after and click about and have a look, there's loads more there.
No, I don't do live. I'll leave that to the live panel.
Right, it's literally listens to everything that we say. It puts it all into sections, lists it all down. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
What's the idea behind that? So you can structure a live better, or what?
I don't know yet, but it came up to me the other day and it said a conversation between Nathan and Sasha really got your audience's attention. It's listening and watching. It knows his names. It's listening to everything.
God, that's freaky.
Oh,
listen, when it comes to Terminator time, there's a few people are going to be straight on its list on this panel. There's a few before me, but I don't think I'm too far behind it. Yeah.
No.
Honestly, mate.
I didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Right. Anyways, I'll leave you be. I just got a shock. Yeah. Charlie still replied to me, and I'm like, what? Hey?
Any gossip? You're usually good for gossip.
No, I'm just trying to keep my head down and just monitoring the fucking online degeneracy. I do sometimes partake in it, but
that's what I'm looking for. You. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh no, my head's more than I let. So at this point in time in your life,
pick your head up, mate.
No, I mean keep it down in a keep behaving sort of sense.
Yeah, he's just behaving himself. Yeah.
I'm only joking.
Right, you all enjoy each other's companies, and Richard, I'll see you in about 2 weeks' time. Right.
Good to see you.
Right.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you, but fuck man, you right. You are a nice person, though. Richard. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Later's Ellen Road.
Oh, good to see him.
I got to sort myself out, gas pipe. It's as simple as that. I'm not functioning too well. Link in chat if you want to come and join us. We've got John, we've got Lex, we've got Richard. Come and say hello.
I saw the video you posted earlier with your set two with. Was it in the Manchester?
Oh, well, that the first time you saw me with the armed police.
Yeah.
What do you think, John?
Yeah, it was funny. Like, I don't know why the fuck got involved. Like when they could have just handed you a bit of paper to fill out the form and open the gate. I don't know why they needed to be there. It seemed a bit pointless.
Exactly. That's what got me back up. I'm like, you're not taking piss out of me just because you've got a gun. No. It's not to do with police, is it? Manchester Airport civil parking fine. You couldn't make this shit up. What if there's something going on in the airport and they're pissing about with parking? You couldn't make it up.
Well, I do think if they'd have got a call for something serious, they'd have been like, right, don't do it again.
Not the point, though, is it? It's like when they ring up, they should say to them, "Are you out of your mind? We're armed police, not parking attendants. Go away." That's what they should say.
That's what they should have done. I mean, in fairness, the only interaction I've ever really had with armed police was when I was shooting rabbits at a local rugby club, and some asshole was walking a dog on the rugby pitch, letting the dog shit all over the rugby pitch that didn't have permission to be there. And I told him to fuck off. But again, because I was shooting rabbits and he scared all the rabbits off, I was a bit pissed. Not pissed as in been drinking, but pissed off. And about 20 minutes later, 2 cars pulled up in the car park of the rugby club, and they started walking across the bloody rugby pitch with the G3s in arm. I was like, fuck. So
Sasha, where you gone? We've got a link here for Sasha. She was here. Blakey, I don't know who you are. I've got a Blakey backstage. Never met you before.
But But they were sweetness and light. Once they realised what had happened, they were like, "Oh yeah, fine." I showed them the letter that I had, because when you go shooting, you always make sure you've got your insurance documents with you, and make sure you've got your permission letter with you, because then if shit like this happens, you can show people. And you know, they were good as gold.
I mean, I wasn't wrong in anything I said, neither, John, when I listened to it back. I think, now you were right, Jamie, actually, because they were trying to strong arm me, and I'd literally been there a minute, an absolute minute, and they're like, trying to just, well, I felt like I was getting ambushed for 25 quid in Wild West,
That's why I come up, mate. I only come up because at the start, he's talking about something like you're going away for a bit and just being honest, and I like honest people. I'm gonna say fucking
sick of existing, like,
doing mad,
tomorrow
too much and shit. You get me?
Exactly. Constantly thinking, it'll be different next week. I get this, and no, it's ever different, and change. Well, the thing I've noticed with change is you cannot change everything overnight, and it is so slow to the point you couldn't even measure your change. But you still have to make small changes, and if you don't, that's when it can become impossible to just get yourself out of a mess.
I think the start is talking about it and not like keeping it in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm going to bring Sasha
That's
on.
why I come up, you get me? Because leaving me talking real shit, damn shit.
Sasha, are we live, love? Welcome. Not sure if this is...
Can you hear me? Sorry. Evening.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Put your boobs away and your legs away, bub.
They're not. I ain't got them out.
She ain't got them out. We're just going to say hello to Blakey as well, but I'm not too sure, Blakey, because I've never seen you before.
Hey, fucking guys, Jimmy, come on, son, Bob Cartman.
Bobby.
Is that Bob Cart? Hello, what did you say?
It's Bob Cart. Where are you? It's Bob, man. Hey, get out! Shut up, dog. Not that sort of dog. I thought you would have realised it was me.
No, I didn't recognise you. You're still not recognising you. You don't look like Bob Cart.
It fucking is. It's me, Bob, man. The famous Bob. There's only one Geordie like me, and that's me.
Well, not the Geordies. Who want the Geordies, then?
Yeah, I'm not feeling it,
bro.
I'm not feeling it, I'm afraid. Right, welcome, Sasha, love.
Having adult conversations for once.
How are you, Jamie?
I want to have a chill tonight, so I'm not going to have nonsense. How are you, Sasha, love?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, thanks.
Good.
Hey, Sasha.
Hello.
Hello, Bob. Oh, sorry, hello.
To be honest, the knee's the best it's ever been. The knee's the best it's ever been. The issue I've got is, well, it could only be described as just being absolute lazy. And I know I'm not lazy. There's some functioning going on. No matter how much I fight it, know what's getting done. I can't explain it. It is what it is.
What you do? Do you smoke weed or drink alcohol or anything? I'm
a week clean, and that's what I've been dealing with this week. It's just hell, mate, yeah.
What about anything? I'm not being rude in that. I'm just asking in it because I know about this type of stuff. What about medication? Do you on any medication? Because that sometimes side effects come from that.
Psychosomatic pain and all that stems from your mind. It's horrendous. I don't talk too fully on here because there's some absolute wankers.
Yeah, I wouldn't, Jamie. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
It's just awful. And I know I'm not on my own. And I know if I get well, we can help other people. I've just got to take myself away to do it. And I said I'd had a relapse about 3 weeks ago, and I struggled with it. I really struggled. And I have to accept I need a bit of help because it's not so much. I need to be in an environment where I can get well, and I cannot. The YouTube is actually the blessing aspect because, to be honest, without the YouTube, I'll be doing even less. And as I said, it's a bit of I'm just winging it. It's easy for me to just go live, and then for something switches in my head where I'm just on it, and I've got to talk. I've got to get on with it. But then it's a big distraction, but it's most certainly not helping me get well.
Yeah.
So
you do your own thing, Jimmy. You know what I mean?
A lot of us get it, Jamie. A lot of us get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've all been there one time or another.
Yeah.
And if we haven't, we all will. It's like, you know,
100% respect.
Just
Jimmy.
do what you got to do and then get back. And if you want me to look after your channel while you're gone, I will.
I don't know what to do with it. I don't know what to do
No,
with it.
just leave it. Leave it for now and just come back and
just
feel refreshed.
I want to give the channel to anyone. I'd give it to Reese. I think I'd give it to Reese.
You've got to do what suits you, Jamie.
And I wouldn't even think about your channel at the minute, Jamie. Just focus on what you're
Yeah,
doing.
I won't, Sasha. I won't.
Like they say, a day at a time. Do you know what I mean?
Just shelve the channel for a couple of months, man.
Exactly.
Or weeks. Like we'll be here when you get back.
Yeah, we'll be here when you get back. 100%.
I'll just shelf it and then
keep it up though, because I don't know any other channel that talks about normal stuff like that, like questioning stuff and and having a normal convo. Everywhere else, it's fucking like the swamps and fucking mad shit.
Yeah, don't bin the historical content.
Oh no, throwing away. I am listening.
Just because you're not doing lives every other day or so doesn't mean that people, if anything, you'll get when you go away, get yourself right, sort yourself out, do whatever you need to do, and then when you come back, you'll end up. The notification will go up and everybody, Jamie's back, and you'll get an epic live stream.
Exactly, and then it's also structured and meaningful.
Stop you from coming back because it can get hard to come back. Don't let it stop you.
Oh, 100% it won't. This is all part of my getting well because
part of recovery. Yeah.
What I want to achieve, I've not been able to achieve it, and it's this. And Dewitt knows he's been here from the start. We've talked about it a lot. I mean, my first video, I was worse than I am now mentally, but if you've never watched my mental health video, it's quite.
Yeah, I've seen them all.
I won't play it again now because I can't watch that one because I disagree with most of what I say in that video now. After speaking to people and learning about, I actually look back at it and I think, well, what were I expecting when it's a personal problem? And
Society X, it goes back to like time what we were just talking about as well. Out of coincidence and that in it, because it's the same with me and the time that I spend on the internet. It kind of messes with me because it's addictive anyway.
Yeah.
If I wasn't on there, like I'd be able to sort more stuff out with my time, but it's affecting my time. Like my time in doing my timing in probably cleaning the kitchen or something.
Like you're saying, is it productive to be? You've got to.
You've got to find a balance.
That's it. Thank you, Sasha. A balance. Yes. That's what I'm thinking.
Because I'm always fucking on here and that really, but I still manage my time, but it does affect my time. You know what I mean? I might just be a bit more lazy and have an extra long convo when I'm meant to get up. You know what I mean?
I didn't realise it, guy. I didn't realise that.
Well, can I just give a quick shout out to Mill.6.5 in the chat? The only way that name could be that tag could be any more on point is if he put Creedmoor on the end, and I assume based on his name he'll know what I mean there. But sorry guys, I just seen the side chat.
I mean, that is incredible. 57 months makes me think, holy shit, that's nearly 5 years.
Wow.
And I only jumped on because society was being real and that. Then we went on to, then we started talking about other stuff after that. But I did jump up when you was mentioning like you're going away for a bit, you get me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then we went into a rabbit hole. That's why I hate rabbit holes, because I can go on all day. Sorry.
Sobered up. AK, you are absolutely steaming tonight. And I did ask the chat if you were too pissed, and everyone said yes. And it's not personal on you. It's just too disruptive on panel when people are steaming, and it's not fair on everybody else on panel to have to deal with it.
No,
it's not fair, and we have to set some expectations.
Yes,
maintain standards.
Yeah, daft lad. Don't be daft, lad. Don't be daft. I'm awake, obviously. Can you hear me talking?
For me, it was learning what I could do and getting comfortable and accepting what I can't. Fucking, I don't even know. I haven't got an answer.
Jamie, you don't need to know. Just stay at a time and just, you know what I mean? Get up tomorrow, do what you've got to do. And just do it. Don't stress yourself out tonight because you'll just overwhelm yourself. Trust me.
No, I'm really positive in how I've got to this point. I mean,
it takes a lot to get to the point you're at.
If anyone struggled with weed and addiction and stuff. Day 3 can be day 3 to get past that is massive for me.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, not weed personally for me, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Listen, everybody has their own struggles. Deal with it in your own way.
Yeah.
Of course, you got my attention. I'm fucking typing it, yeah, with my name in it. I can read. Answer though. Big up that lad, you cunt.
Yeah, everybody has problems.
But it's funny, like for me, I've never felt like I've had a dependency on anything. I tend to be more of a habitual rather than a recreation. I tend to be more of a recreational rather than a habitual person. Yeah. I pick stuff up and put stuff down. But one thing that has featured in my life since my late teens has been alcohol. It's just been kind of like a social lubricant, for want of a better word. And this Christmas just gone, I had 4 months where I just went, right, okay, we'll just put it down and see how I feel. Now I lost a bit of weight, but I didn't really feel much like health benefit. I started sleeping a bit better. My dreams got a bit more vivid. Yeah, when I wasn't having a couple of beers.
I enjoy that part of it. I love that bit, me. You're getting well when you start dreaming again.
But that, obviously, I wasn't drinking to the point that I was sedating myself every night. It's not like I was drinking like a whole bottle of like spirits or something. It was just usually a glass of wine and a couple of beers or something. It was nothing major. Yeah. But the thing that I noticed with me was more because my wife, she's a neonatal nurse and she works funky shifts. So it's not like we'd open a bottle of wine on a Friday night and a Saturday night. Like our Friday and Saturday night might be a Wednesday. And if I'm working Monday to Friday, 9 till 5, and she's working the weekend, then it fucked up we'd end up drinking more because my weekend was still my weekend. But then Lib's weekend was, she might have 3 days off in the middle of the week. And that kind of became her weekend. And because we've been together for 13, 14 years at this point, that's when things that's when it went from drinking on the weekend and then not really touching booze at all in the week. That's when it sort of started becoming
a regular thing.
Even that comes to timing, sleep timing, different timing. But carry on, bro. Sorry. Everything comes to timing and man-made timing.
Has anyone got any experience with what I'd call the fuck it button?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Not like the real talk and that, edit, man, because I've fucking at times when I've been fucking puking up. But carry on, bro. I'm listening to you.
What's the fuck it button? Sorry, I don't.
Well, you just give in. Fuck it.
You just fuck it. Fuck everything. Fuck it.
That's what I say.
You'll put all effort in, all the effort in. You'll do this. You'll set your lists. You'll do this. You'll have and then eventually you're gonna tell you what. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Yeah, like like something goes wrong, and you just like something's not like you can have like an unexpected letter from the tax man or like a
Tinder
friend or something like that, and you just go, oh fuck it, and then you go and open a beer, and you check your watch, and it's barely midday on a Saturday, and you're like, what the fuck am I doing?
But no, you won't at that point. You've already pressed fuck it or the do it tomorrow button. Yeah, we've all got one of them, haven't we?
Yeah, I wake up saying fuck it in the morning, man.
Yeah. And that's a big problem. It really affects us badly because it's his brain doing it and saying, fuck it, it'll be right. We'll sort it tomorrow.
It becomes a vicious cycle as well.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
And you just get lost in yourself with it.
Stuck in that routine, stuck in that damaging behaviour.
And that's why I say, go on, sorry, mate.
You'll convince your own brain that it's helping you.
That's why I say to everybody, and that when I say mad shit and people try and like ducks or take the piss out of something I've said, I don't say it like, it's a great thing. You get me? I say everything for someone to learn from, like you were saying that you're going through what you're going through. That will learn people, but people up here cutting shit. But if I say anything, it's for educational purposes only. You get me? You know what I mean?
Because we're mixing with other people that are going to take things away. It gets into your body. You know, it's Ali, I'll let you back on, man. I mean, because you know it's easy to just sitting back and I'll let you on, but then it could make it worse if you start being pissed up and I take you off again. It causes problems between us. That's what I don't want.
I'll let him back on, Jim.
Oh, Richard, I'm gonna
Jamie,
go on,
you
Sam.
did say that you're gonna, you're doing it for yourself, and then to come out and help other people, and I think that's, that's amazing. That's what people, people need people like you.
Yes, that's
Because
what
they
I
need
mean,
to
innit?
experience it to be able to help someone. It's not good going to someone that's not experienced.
That's why when I talk about being addicted to not making it about me, mate, but for the prime example, when I say something about driving offences, and but it's not to like glamorize shit, it's to like be like, fucking hell, this is what happened to me. Don't do that. And it could teach someone something, as long as what you tell people,
Yeah,
they can learn from it. That's all I'm on about, you know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah. AK, are you there? Have you sobered up?
He's okay, Jim.
I know. I just, are you there? Hello?
AK is going through struggles as well. He's another prime example. That's why I love AK.
Yeah,
AK,
he has his own problems.
AK, you're on. You're on.
AK, we can't hear you.
Chubby, I'm full. I've cancelled it. I've only got 6 spots. AK, you're on. You're not. You're on. You're not. Chubby's going to get your place.
Yeah, let me know as well, and I'll just jump in and chat. I'll just come up to a quick space, man. Big up Chubby as well.
I looked out of a.
Hi, Lieutenant. How are you? Good to see you.
I looked out of a little speeding ticket a few weeks ago. I got a speeding ticket.
Yeah.
And I filled out the initial online. They send you the letter and you scan the QR code and you like who was driving the vehicle. So I admitted to the offence. It was only 34 and a 30. It was barely anything.
Can I jump in and say my mate Dave's story? I mean, it's only my mate Dave, but the law states that. My mate Dave. This is if you're getting a letter like that from like DVLA speeding and all that shit, right? It's got to land on your doorstep within 14 days of the offence. If it doesn't, then nothing can be done. So it's 14 days. Now my mate Dave. Oh, let me get this right. So you get the first letter. My mate Dave ignored the first letter, waits for the second letter, then replies it's after 14 days and it disappeared.
Well, this isn't exactly what happened to me, but I responded to the first letter, which I assume was within the 14 days, although to be fair, I didn't check. And then they sent me an email going, "Oh, we'll review the case and we'll let you know if you get a conditional offer, speeding course or whatever." Now, it just so happens that I'd done a speeding course in the last 2 years, so I wasn't going to get the speeding course. They said, "Oh, it's £100 fine and 3 points on your license." But I totally forgot to fill out the online paperwork to do the points and the license and everything, pay the fine. Not because I was avoiding it, I just forgot. And then they sent me a reminder letter, and I went online to fill out the stuff on the link, and they said the link was invalid, that it wouldn't let me fill it out or pay the fine or anything. So I was like, okay, that's weird. Maybe it's just a busted link. So then they sent me another letter, and then on the next letter, the link that they sent me did the same thing again. So this time I phoned them, and when I phoned them, they said, "Oh, yes, Mr. John, don't worry about it. We've decided to take no further action due to short staffing."
What? Yeah. I mean, since what you can that thing that my mate Dave does is it's literally dependent on them looking at the letter, looking at the date, not realizing it's the second time that they've wrote to you, and just going, "Oh yeah, it's not 14 days, correct." It's very common.
Yeah, I can only assume. Like I said to the lady on the phone when I was talking to her, I was like, I assume if I was doing like 400 miles an hour and a 30, I wouldn't have been let off. The fact that it was like, if I'd have been in 60 miles an hour and a 30, I presume they would have still have pursued me. I think they're just like prioritizing their resources. But basically, I just looked out of it. So
I never learned to drive, and I used to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and get 3 buses to work.
Well, my uncle is an old Irish boy. He's nearly 90 now, and he he has a UK driver's license, but he has never taken. Like, and he used to work for the post.
Oh,
office.
hello.
He used-
Hi, Jamie. It's Chris. I mean, yeah, it's me. Yeah.
Sorry, John. I just brought Chubby on. What are you saying? Welcome, Chubby.
Hi, guys. Just carry on. I'm just chilling.
But my uncle used to drive 7.5-ton vans for the post office, but he learned to drive in Ireland, but he learned to drive on a farm. And in Ireland, back in the day, you never used to have a test. What they do is you just send off for your driver's license in the post, and they'd send you one.
And you got it. That's correct.
And then when he came to the UK, he converted his Irish driver's license into a UK driver's license, and that's back in the day when you used to have separate license for motorbikes and a separate license for driving like cars and what have you, but they didn't have the distinction between heavy goods vehicles and stuff. He used to drive fucking buses. He worked on the buses. He's never taken a driving test in his life.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
John, I have never understood why they don't apply the Northern Ireland driving license to the rest of the UK, because we have our photographs on our driving license, so everybody has a photograph.
We have our photographs on our driver's license as well in the UK.
Oh, you do now?
Yeah.
You didn't used to?
No, we used to have. That was the same for insurance. My mate Dave, he used to know a guy who could just fill out this insurance things on these little bits of paper, that take him into the police station. It was a different world, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Hello.
AK, you're back.
Yeah. I've been asking for a link.
You were backstage 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah, he gave you a link, AK.
No, yeah, because I just
kick me off society if anyone's backstage, man. But big up everyone. Big up.
No one feel like they've got to drop.
Anyway,
I would just swap people around. I wouldn't expect no one to drop for someone. I would ask, honestly. Don't do that.
Yeah, let me know.
Right. Jamie, I'm not here to argue. Please believe that.
I believe you.
I'm being 1,000,000% truth.
That's high. Is that 1 million?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that would be a 6 Sigma.
What Sigma? Your brain.
Well, Jimmy, the reason I said he was bring AK up, I was going through a difficult period about 3 months ago. Yeah. And AK was one of the first guys to step up and say, Richard, look, are you okay?
Good. He's definitely not bad. Well, I'm not going to patronise him. He's obviously going through something like quite a lot of us are. It's not about that. It's nothing never personal.
He was decent with me, and you can, as my old mum used to say to me, speak as people as you find them. And AK has been very decent with me.
Been a cunt to me sometimes, but I'll let him off. He's all right.
Well, you're different on different places, aren't you, AK? You kind of adjust how you are on panels sometimes, or does it depend on how people treat you, I suppose?
Yeah, we all have our off days, guys. Come on.
Yeah, well, I would say it depends on their way of thinking on the planet.
Do you not take fools lightly? Do you not deal with fools easily?
No, I can tell what a fool is and what is real and what's wrong and what's right.
Okay.
You got a good sixth sense.
Well, I would call it 10 cents.
Yeah, well,
that's the new movie out this year. The new movie out this year, 10 cents.
Yeah.
Do you like that?
I loved it. Yeah, I loved it. 10 cents. I couldn't think of a joke. I was like 10 cents, 10 cents. No, I couldn't think of one. 10 cents. Yeah.
I know what I meant to ask you. Like, I can't remember if I must have asked this before. How, when you're playing the tunes at the start of the live, Jimmy, how do you not get pulled for copyright? Like, is there not AI all over these things going, that's copyright, that's copyright?
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you talking to me or?
So what happens is you can, Well, you're allowed to play music. It says it's not that it's not
Yeah.
frowned upon. It's just that it's a copyright claim, not a copyright strike.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
so
Okay.
what it'll say is, "Oh, this person thinks that you've used their stuff, but we don't have a problem with it. It's all good. But any money that you've earned from that live will go to them."
Yeah.
But the ads are not on anyway, and it also gives you an option. It says, "However, if you click here, we'll just remove it for you." So I just click that. And then if you click on a repeat and watch it back, none of them tunes will be on.
Ah, right. Okay.
So, Jamie, is that right, Jamie? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, no. I mean, I done a live earlier, right? And I play music, but after that live, if I delete that live, that's it. End of story.
Yeah.
But if you leave them on, then they get the algorithm and copyright it, and
don't be even deleting it though. That it still stays there. It would.
Not if you delete it, don't.
I don't see a point in doing a live and taking it down.
Deleting it wouldn't be the revenue share. It wouldn't.
So,
it wouldn't stop that.
So let's if I do a live and speak to someone, right, for like 2 hours, 3 hours, and then I'm gonna delete it. What is the point in leaving it on?
Well, before end of month,
For other people,
I will go through when it's coming to end of month. I'll go through and make sure that I've deleted every song so that I can make sure all the ad revenue pops up. You know, it'll catch up. Then 2 days later, it'll come on back onto your account. So I make sure before end of month.
Yeah, but if you delete it, it's gone forever.
But if I delete it, I can't get access to any of that because it's gone.
Yeah, but why would you want to get access when you delete it?
The memories for the people that missed it.
But let's.
You know what I mean?
If you want it, if you've done a live and you said what you have to say, and they say what they had to say, and you delete it, what's the point in keeping it? If you delete it,
sometimes I hear
gone.
people say, "Oh, you see what happened the other night, and that was crazy, and it's funny." And I'm like, "Oh, I'd love to see that." But the person just took the live down, so I haven't even seen it.
Yeah, well, so if no one watches it, and you don't watch it in the first
Well,
place,
that's cool, because not many people do watch. There's about 150 people watching back. It's not many. 150.
Yeah.
200.
Yeah, but who? Yeah, but really, who cares though? You know what I mean, Jamie?
Yeah, but YouTube curve.
Yeah, I've gone back to AK and that. You get me? The title will say AK goes mad, and I weren't there on the stream, and I just go back and listen and just laugh. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you want to like go back to see, get updated in it.
Yeah, that's true.
What we're on about loyalty cards for? I don't know what that is. Loyalty cards. Have I missed something?
Well, I don't even know what that is. Loyalty cards. What's that?
Well, you know what a loyalty card is, don't you? Like a club
No,
card.
I don't. I've never heard of
it. Yeah, you have. You know what a club card is, don't you?
No, I don't.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
right.
Tesco's. AK, you do.
Don't answer him, don't.
No. Don't tell me what I don't know.
I'm telling you, I know you know what a bloody loyalty card is.
What is that? What is that?
It rewards loyalty.
For what?
Being loyal.
Being loyal
About
to
what, though?
store.
No, about what, though?
AK, you fucking know.
No, I don't.
Oh, well,
I'm
we'll
asking
just
the question. What does that mean?
Google it.
It's a human
No, I
question.
don't have to Google it. I'm asking you. If you know what it means, you tell me.
Okay, you must have like a neck card or like a
No, I ain't
Tesco
got a neck card.
or something like that.
So what is that?
Oh, for God's sake.
Anyway, Jamie, I'm going to go.
No, I've got a
Catch
credit
you soon,
card.
Jamie.
See you
Good
later,
luck.
Sasha. Love.
Yeah, everyone.
Driving Sasha. She's
Bye,
trying to
Sasha.
sorry.
Good night. God bless.
See you, Sasha.
I love you,
Well,
guys.
Sasha,
Sometimes you talk a load of bollocks.
No, seriously, I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't.
You don't know what a loyalty card is. You don't know what a Tesco Club card is.
No.
It's not that important.
I've got a question here. I've been monitoring the side chat that have been doing a countdown for when you were going to lose your shit. So who exactly is skimming a bit off the top? Who are you Who are you in cahoots with here? Let's see. Who's closest? Who said 5 minutes?
Well, first of all, what do you mean skimming the top? What's that?
What
So,
you don't know?
No, I'm not. No, I'm gonna find out.
It's like when a fighter will take a tumble in the 7th round, and then they just
Yeah, well, I mean, so are you talking about a boxing ring or what? I don't know what you're talking about.
He's saying, are you colluding with someone to just say, right, come on, 5 minutes, let's go. This is
No, I'm asking. You said about skimming,
and
all that. What does that mean?
You're gonna have to Google that at the same time as Marcard, mate. You have to be on Google tonight, you.
No, one at a time. I mean, one at a time. Please explain.
Semi-skimmed. You mean you got a semi-skimmed?
So
what is that?
Okay, in a boxing match, right? You can put bets.
Yeah, one gets knocked down and one stands up. Yeah,
on what round do you think there's going to be a knockout in, right?
Well, I would say round 1 for you anyway.
So what bookies would do is they would collude with the fighters, and they'd take bets based on the fact they know that the fighter's going to go down in the seventh round.
But you said skimming,
right? Yeah. So
I've never heard of skimming. I don't know what that means.
As the quote unquote fighter here, you would skim a bit off the top. You'd get your cut because you would have to go down in the 7th round.
I've never heard of that though.
Oh, there you go. Brilliant.
I've never heard of that.
We know you have though. We know you have though.
No, I haven't.
We know you have.
If I heard of it, I wouldn't be lying about it. Would I?
We know you have. We know you have. Like, let's check out.
No, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, but you said you wouldn't be lying about it.
No, I'm not lying.
You're lying. You're lying.
No, I'm not. I'm not lying. I swear down. I'm not lying. I've never heard of that.
Taking a dive. Have you ever heard that one?
Yeah.
No,
taking a dive means
the stars.
Like a shit bag or something, or you're fucking scared.
Yeah, if I'm a flight says give it a rest, or we're all gonna need rehab for fuck's sake.
Yeah, we're all in rehab now.
Yeah.
Somebody said this to me, and it made loads of sense. And that they said that all of us, not this particular panel, but the panel of us, not rehab. We're all in the doctors. You get me, like the psychiatric ward, waiting to go to the doctor.
So let's. You're talking about common sense, then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why didn't you say that in the first place, then?
Oh, bloody hell! It went over his head.
I don't know.
Oh my word!
I can't remember saying common
really?
sense.
AK, tell us a joke.
I remember saying 10 cents.
Do you know any jokes, AK?
Well, there's a lot of jokes on here.
Oh, there is, mate. There is.
Yeah, I know.
There is. Can you make us laugh? Can you make us laugh?
But honestly, Jamie, I've never heard of that saying before, and honestly,
I believe you now.
I swear down, I've never heard of that saying.
I believe you.
All right.
Yeah, I believe you.
I mean, if I heard of that saying, I would say yes, I've heard of that saying. But I've heard of a joke. I know what a joke is, and a lot of people are jokes on fucking StreamYard anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's.
Yeah,
What are you going at Let's for?
Well, he started it.
He didn't do well. What did he do?
TX though. Imagine no. My brethren and that got out of his missus and that, and you get me.
Oh, here we go. So what is a brethren? Let's.
My mate, my pal.
Yeah, no, what is a brethren?
M8, M8.
Yeah, no, what is that? What does that mean?
Actually, I'm not going to do nonsense. Shut up. No, it's just nonsense. It's nonsense. I'm not doing it. Brethren, Ross Clark. But yeah, my mate. Anytime my blood pressure starts to rise, I'm just going to end it. So we need chill.
Yeah, imagine my mate and that, innit? Like he fell out of his missus and that, so they're having a little break and that, innit? So they're having a little holiday, but doing their own thing. separately to have a little break. And then it's like he's going to Thailand. And then I said, where's she going? And then he's like, oh, Jamaica. I'm like, Jamaica? He's like, nah, she went herself.
It's a proper dad joke, that. I always like the jokes that have got a ridiculous build up and a really shit punchline, because not only are they not funny, but then you've also made people waste their fucking time listening to it.
You know what?
Yeah.
I said it yesterday. I should have said it. I said it yesterday and just said my mate's girl's going on holiday, and I said, where's she going? Jamaica. He says Jamaica. I'm like, Jamaica, and he's like, no, she went herself. But basically, it's kind of like like a cuckold type of joke, and
That's a good joke.
yeah, you know, that kid gone to Jamaica to like go on a sex beach and nudist beach and that.
That's a good joke. Yeah.
I said it shit. The delivery was shit.
Hey, Kate, I don't know why you do these things. You're a fucking.
He's entertaining himself. He literally is just entertaining himself, and I guess he thinks it's funny, but he's all right. That's what it is.
I like you, okay. I do.
That's who I thought it was, Ubers. Is that? I thought that sounded like Mr. BB. Not that I can say on here, Sasha. I've been trying to think for the last 10 minutes. I'm like, oh no, I can't say that.
Well, I wouldn't want to be put on the spot like that.
Me neither. Me neither.
Like, tell us a joke, AK. Tell us a joke. You know any jokes, AK?
What you call a Russian man with 3 bollocks?
Oh, John. Right, put kettle on.
What do you call a Russian man with 3 bollocks?
I don't know.
Oh no, we can't say them type of joke. You're not thinking too clearly, Lex. You
Nick a bollock off.
2026 now, you get done.
Nah, who you nick a bollock off?
I didn't get it.
Well,
I've got a Russian man with 3 balls.
I've got one. It's a bit
Hey, Mossad knows.
well, it actually this joke, I think it didn't actually end a relationship, but it was a precursor to the end of a relationship. So as jokes go, it's a bit of a doozy. What's the difference?
Yep.
Between a ginger girl's private area and a cricket ball?
Oh shit!
What is the difference?
If you really, really, really fucking tried hard enough, you could probably eat the cricket ball.
Wait, I've got one. Doctor.
Bloody hell.
I've got a cricket ball stuck up my arse.
Uh-huh.
How's that?
That's not bad, actually. Okay, so here's one. 2 jokes are coming out of the bar, and across the street there's this dog licking his balls, and one drunk says to the other, I wish I could do that. He says, well, give her a dog biscuit, maybe it'll let you.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Wow, me, thank you so much for the gifted 5 memberships, mate. Thank you so much.
Oi, what you call a Chinese man with no bollocks?
Oh, no. We can't do these type of jokes.
Let's do them.
No, there's you can't do them. It's different world. Different world.
Jamie's about to get a mandatory 6 weeks off streaming.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate.
Well, it's 3 months. If it was 6 weeks, I might roll with it, but it's 3 months.
Yeah. No, that's all right.
One, Mrs. J, Helen James, the sad but mad lad, Pixie Budgets, and the Real What Life received a gift membership by me. Okay, me. Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah, I got a good one. Oh, sorry,
if
mate.
you are there, say hello in the chat. Let us know you're here and come and get involved.
Oh, yeah, I got another good one for you.
Go on.
What do you call a handsome Pakistani man?
Whoa. That is way. Oh, no.
No, man.
Oh, yeah, you said the
isn't around here. I'll tell you a black one after if you want, and a white one.
No, thank you.
But yeah,
right. Well, I've got a like a family. This is one that I told my.
Can we just have knock jokes, please? Knock only.
This,
No,
this is
no,
what I,
yeah,
this,
but
this is
let me
what I
just
told.
say it though. What do you call a handsome Pakistani? That's a normal question.
Not really. Not
No,
really.
it is.
No, it makes me feel.
I've got a handsome white man joke and a handsome black man joke.
Wow.
So it's not racist, but the name.
Well, no,
What know the answer or not?
Coming up next, we've got Bernard Manning. Be right back.
Oh, do you want to know the answer though? Oh, chat. Anyone want to know the answer? What do you call a handsome Pakistani man?
Yeah, go and tell us.
As if.
Okay. I must tell you a story, a very true story. A very true story about. I have a friend, because I've got a couple of Muslim friends, but I have a friend. He's become a friend. He wasn't actually a friend. He was just somebody that done my deliveries, my wish deliveries. And he said, I said, I've never been to Pakistan. I said, but I would love to go. And he said to me, he says, one day I'll buy you a ticket. When's your birthday? And I said, the 5th of August. Do you know what he done? He arrived 2 weeks ago for a ticket with me and Stephanie to go to Pakistan. And he's a wish delivery driver. He says, there's a ticket for you and your wife. Come to Pakistan, you can stay with my family. Which I thought was really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, when I said Pakistani, it's for a reason and not in it, but I've got.
No,
obviously. I'm not racist or prejudiced in any way.
No, I got the joke. I got the joke. I got the joke.
Yeah.
Well, you adapted the joke, didn't you? It's that joke's. I mean, that as if joke. Bloody hell! You could use it in 1,000 ways.
Do you call a woman that's got depression and she don't open her letters?
Go ahead, tell me.
Bernadette.
Bernadette, bloody hell. Oh, dear.
I can't believe these are coming back to me. I used to know these when I was fucking in school.
Let it go. Let that thought go. Right, let's get Chubby back on. But Chubby, you don't contribute. You just sit in corner. You don't say, oh, Chubby, you're back.
Does my mic sound all right?
Yes, sounds good.
All right, cool.
How are you, Chubby?
Yeah, hiya, guys. Took us a while to get on, but it happens.
You think the jokes was all right and that?
Huh?
You think the jokes was all right?
Nah, the shit.
Yeah.
Chubby, I remember you when you used to be famous.
Yeah, them jokes are shit, guys. Come on, you can do better than that.
I need some new jokes. These jokes, what I'm saying, are like fucking 30 years old.
I have
knock,
seen
knock.
it. Who's there?
Chubby man. You know, that's all I've got, really.
That'll do. I can go for that one.
Yeah, it's light-hearted.
Craigie, Jimmy, I've been around on here much, but tuned into here. You're a week clean. I'd had a 3.5 day habit, 13 months off every day. Yeah, so that's what's missing, isn't it? And I'm only just at the start of actually seeing a bit of hope, by not wanting to go back to it. I've had no thoughts of wanting any or needing it. That's the difference. So yeah, I agree with you, mate. Find something else now.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
These are all going it, but doctor, everyone keeps ignoring me.
Right. I missed it. Was it again?
Doctor, everyone keeps ignoring me.
Who said that?
Who said that? Oh, I think that's what it is, yeah. Who said that?
Yeah.
Doctor, I feel like a pair of curtains. Well,
pull yourself together.
Yeah, pull yourself together.
There's one my dad told me when I was a kid. It was one of these slow burn ones. It's terrible. I don't know if I should torture you with it, but there's 3 tortoises and they decide that they're going to go for a walk, and they're walking along and they come across this coffee shop, this cafe, You go, oh, should we? The big tortoise says to the medium-sized tortoise, "Should we go and should we get an ice cream sundae?" And the little tortoise goes, "Yeah, let's go and get an ice cream sundae." So they go into the cafe, and the big tortoise orders a big ice cream sundae. The medium-sized tortoise orders a medium sundae, and the small tortoise orders a small sundae. And they look out the window, and all of a sudden it starts raining. And the big tortoise looks at the medium-sized tortoise and goes, "Should we send the little tortoise home to get the umbrella?" The little tortoise goes, "You're just picking on me because I'm a little tortoise." And the big tortoise goes, "Yeah, we kind of are." And the little tortoise eventually gives in and goes, "Right, fine. I will go home and I will go and get the umbrella as long as you promise not to eat my ice cream sundae." So the big tortoise and the medium-sized tortoise promise not to eat the little tortoise's ice cream sundae. So off the little tortoise goes. So anyway, it's 3 days later, and the big tortoise looks at the medium-sized tortoise and goes, "Should we just eat his ice cream sundae? He's been gone fucking ages."
How long it took him to go get the umbrella?
And then all of a sudden, from the other end of the calf, the little tortoise shouts, "If you do that, I won't get the fucking umbrella."
Apologies if you've heard this before, but I'm going to jump in with an absolute belting. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Right, hang on. There was once a boy. He was the son of the richest man in the universe. Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, he dwarfed them all. He was a multi-trillionaire. Now, it was this boy's birthday. His father asked him, "My son, I am the richest man in the universe. I could buy you anything you want for your birthday. A store full of Lego, all the video games in the world, anything. What would you like?" His son replied, "Oh, father, it would make me the happiest boy in the world if you could get me one pink ping pong ball." His father was rather confused by this request. Out of all the things he could have chosen, his son chose a ping pong ball.
A pink ping pong ball.
Nonetheless, he agreed and gave him a pink ping pong ball. His son was overjoyed and spoke to him. "My father, you have made me the happiest boy in the world. May I go up to my room and play with my pink ping pong ball?" "Okay, son, go ahead." The boy then went upstairs to his room and played with his pink ping pong ball, where his father went in the next morning to check on him. The boy was sleeping in his bed, and the pink ping pong ball was nowhere to be found. On the boy's next birthday, his father asked him again, "My son, I am the richest man in the universe. I could buy you anything you want. What would you like?" His son replied, "Oh, father, it would make me the happiest boy in the world if you could get me one box full of ping pong balls." His father was being confused. Still, he bought a cardboard box and filled it with ping pong balls. He gave it to his son, who said, "My father, you have made me the happiest boy in the world. May I go up to my room and play with my ping pong ball?" The father nodded, and his son went upstairs to his playroom to play. The next morning, when his father went to check, the boy was sleeping peacefully, and there was no pink ping pong ball in sight, just an empty cardboard box in the middle of the room. On the next boy's birthday, his father asked him again, "My son, I am the richest man in the universe. I could buy you anything you want for your birthday. What would you like?" "Oh, father, it would make me the happiest boy in the world if you get me one truck full of ping pong balls." Now, by this point, the father was extremely confused. Why did the boy want so many pink ping pong balls? And where were they going, he asked. "My son, you are the most precious thing in the world to me, and I can certainly get you this, but may I ask, why do you want a truck full of pink ping pong balls?" His son replied, "My father, please humor me for a while longer. I will tell you when the time is right." His father agreed and ordered a truck full of pink ping pong balls. The boy said, "My father, you have made me the happiest boy in the world." The boy asked if he could go and play with his truck full of ping pong balls, and his father agreed. When the father went back to check on him in the morning, all the pink ping pong balls were gone, and only the boy was left sleeping. The day before the boy's next birthday, his father asked him again, "My son, I am the richest man in the universe. I could buy anything you want for your birthday. What would you like? Oh, Father. It would make me the happiest boy in the world if you get me one oil tanker full of ping pong balls. The father was very confused by this and had to again ask, my son, can you tell me why you want these ping pong balls? His son replied, my father, please humour for a while longer. I will tell you when the time is right. His father once again agreed and bought all the ping pong balls, factories in the world, and made the workers work overtime to produce all the ping pong balls needed. He also bought an oil tanker and a pump, a crane and a dump truck to get all the ping pong balls in overnight. On his birthday...
Disappearing.
Oh, sorry about this, but it's nearly done. My son, I am the richest man in the universe. I could buy you anything you want for your birthday. What would you like? The boy replied with a choked voice, obviously forcing himself to speak despite the... Hang on. Sorry, I've missed a bit. Shit.
I'm into this story, though.
Now, a few days before his next birthday, the boy got into a huge car accident and was on the verge of death. His father asked him, my son, I am the richest man in the universe. I could buy you anything you want for your birthday. What would you like? The boy replied with a choked voice, obviously forcing himself to speak despite the pain. My father, it would make me the happiest boy in the world if you could get me one pink ping pong ball. His father replied, my son, this may be the last time I ever speak with you. Will you please tell me why you wanted all those pink ping pong balls? All right, father, come closer. His father nodded, bringing his face up close to his son's. The son's voice was getting weak by this point, coughing in between breaths. Still, he brought up the strength for one final sentence. The reason I wanted all those pink ping pong balls is... And then he died.
Okay, now, wait. I knew I was going to say you having me on as well. I thought you was going to just keep saying more and more and more till we say stop. You know what I mean? A plane, a ship, a cargo. You know what I mean? But, yeah. Fucking hell, man. That did my head in. No, that did. Good. I thought you was going to say fucking... There was a build up to it, but I knew you was wasting my time. You know what
I like Moss Sider's comment. It's like, tune in next live for the punchline of this joke.
Well, that was good.
Oh, no, I can't stop laughing. I'm sorry. Oh, shit. Oh. I once had that told to me, and I'm like, yeah. Oh, I couldn't believe it when it ended.
Right, funny though, because with that type of joke, you could just go on forever and make people.
Yeah, you can really milk it. Yeah.
I might start doing that. I'm going to use that tactic on jokes. I am.
Oh dear.
Just
Mr.
make
for
like 20 minutes. Just make all the balls go up and up and up. And no, but where did the balls go? Where did it,
Exactly. We never know. He's dead. Okay. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm sure I've heard you tell that joke before.
I have. That's why I didn't know if it were going to go down well, because I've definitely told it before. But I read that out. I Googled it because I couldn't remember it, right? So as you were chatting, I Googled it to try and find it. Jamie, I need to hear it again. I forgot the beginning. Oh. So I Googled it and then I was reading it out because when I've told it before, I told it different to that. Same type of joke.
I got to tell you, we're reading from like a script.
Rusty, yeah. I'll tell you how many subs I lose tomorrow.
Oh, speaking of that, guys, you know what I watched today? Power, the fall of Hugh Edwards.
He's probably back in, you know. He's trying to get back in. I bet we end up seeing that little cretin again. It's disgusting.
Nah, mate. It was on Channel 5. It's just on Catch Up Channel 5 now. I watched that, like, the first episode.
Is it worth watching?
Aye, it's really good, like.
Is it?
Aye. Well, yeah, it's good to a point because it's bad content, but
yeah, it's to watching it. Something to watch.
Yeah, it's
And
really
I
well
started
done.
watching something on Netflix about some ranch. What's it called now? I forgot now. Yellowstone, I think. That's it.
Marshals.
I need to watch that.
It's starting off all right. I'm quite enjoying it.
Marshals.
Yellowstone. Kevin Costner.
Marshals is the one.
With Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner, is it? I don't recognise Kevin Costner. Let me look. Is that what it's called? Let me just double check that. I didn't recognise no Kevin Costner.
Oh, I might be thinking about something. Yellow or something.
It's about a diamond or something.
Marshals is good, but Marshals is good.
Or jewelry.
The best series on Apple TV is Slow Horses.
Gary Oldman. I couldn't get into it. I like to see Gary Oldman at his best, you know, but he's playing his worst. Yeah.
Slow Horses is brilliant, I think.
Oh yes, definitely Yellowstone.
I'll check it out.
Netflix. Yeah, Yellowstone on Netflix. Yeah.
How did you miss Kevin Costner? He's in the very first scene.
First scene? Well, what are you here in the crash and everything? I didn't recognise him. Is that Kevin Costner?
Yeah. Well, he shoots the horse in the
horse, doesn't he? Yeah.
That's it.
Went straight off my head. That.
Another one that I've heard, like I Swear, is really good. It's about a guy with Tourette's. I've heard that's like 9 out of 10.
Did you see all the controversy at the BAFTAs that they had? Jesus, it's ridiculous. The guy the Scottish guy who was the inspiration for the film, and he's done a lot of campaigning for people with Tourette. I mean, as you can imagine, a Scottish guy living in Scotland with Tourette's who calls people cunts and assholes like randomly in probably the most fighty country on earth. I can only imagine that he got his ass handed to him every afternoon. So campaigning for Tourette's would have made a lot of sense to him. But literally at the BAFTAs, whilst they were announcing an award for like the best black actor or something, they had the guy who starred in the Black Panther film, the bad guy in the Black Panther film. What was his name? The actor.
I haven't seen.
But you know who I mean, though. Yeah, it was him on.
Yeah,
it was him on stage and another guy on stage, and then the guy with Tourette's, who they'd parked in the front row, screamed out the N-word at the top of his lungs in the middle of the BAFTAs. These two black guys stood on stage, obviously because he's got Tourette's and he can't control his impulsive thoughts. But the thing is, there was nearly a 2-hour delay on the BAFTAs, and they could have edited it out, but they chose not to.
What did they do? Like played it end card.
They played it on national television. So of course, this poor guy with Tourette's has been raked over the fucking coals, as if it's his fault when he's got like a brain malfunction going on. And the BAFTAs, I swear to Christ, the BAFTAs just left it in because their numbers are falling like a shit from heaven, their viewing figures. And they thought, oh, this will generate a bit of controversy. And the guy's got Tourette's, so he'll get a pass. You know? I think they were being deeply cynical with it.
You shouldn't have done that.
I've not heard that, John. No, I've not seen it.
I've got to it. So I know what it's like. But I don't say the W. I don't say the W.
Yeah.
I don't say the
Sorry,
W.
somebody just said in the chat, was it Michael Jordan? I don't think it was Michael Jordan, was it?
No. I remember Will Smith fucking slapping somebody for some entanglement shit.
Oh no, that was because Chris Rock took the piss out of his wife's hair loss or something.
It was so fake that.
Yeah, Will Smith. You're talking about.
That was shitter acting than fucking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, but actually, Will Smith was out of order that night.
You know, Will Smith spends like literally the thing that he lost his composure when Chris Rock told a really tame joke about his wife's hair loss.
Yeah.
Not when his wife cuckolds him and fucks his son's best friend. Oh no, that's okay. But you know.
Oh yes, there's a new Peaky Blinders film. I've seen it, but I've only watched. I've not watched the last season of Peaky
I've seen
Blinders.
the movie. It was good.
I ain't watched it, no. Even though it's my side, bro, I ain't watched it yet.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Oh, Sasha, who are you on about?
Yeah, I just know that.
Nathan's desperate for attention online. He's desperate for attention. He's going on about my addiction and all this shit, which I've spoke about in videos. You know, he's only learnt it about stuff because I've spoke about it and uploaded content and discussed it. So if he's trying to compare an addiction and disease and struggle with the manipulation and financial exploitation of women, he's got something coming, I tell you. But I've told him I'll respond in good time, and I will. But I'll leave him to it at the minute. The absolute.
Have you not got your own problems? Like fucking probing other people's problems? Catch yourselves on.
Does my head in that, does me?
Catch yourselves on, guys.
So who's this Nathan character?
Idiot, just an idiot. Just an idiot on YouTube.
You're a fucking idiot.
You remember we talked about the guy who coffee machine, bikes, laptops, cash. You know, remember getting it, asking people for money and stuff. That lad.
Oh yeah.
Well, he's getting mouthy again. And it's, why would you do that with all that history? It makes no sense.
Yeah, mate. You want to get yourself a life.
Yeah. Idiot.
I heard that he got a laptop and then it was the wrong gig and then got more money to get another laptop with donations.
What, he complained that it wasn't good enough?
Yeah, but didn't get the money back for the other laptop, so he had 2 laptops for free.
So he had 2 laptops. It's absolutely disgusting, but he doesn't realise I'll reach out to people involved and I'll get them on the panel to discuss what's going on.
Yeah, I forgot to send it to him. One of the ladies done. I forgot. But there's a few people that are doing that, man. They're using the fucking internet, man.
I have said it for day one how dangerous it is on here and relationships and stuff. And I want to say thank you to Princess Angela. I think she took offence. I said thank you to Farmer Floyd earlier and said legend Farmer Floyd. But Angela too, she's really been there for me, and she's done that on panel. She's always joined me when I've needed her. So I just wanted to put that out there as well. Angela, I do appreciate you very much. I do, and all of you. But I seen Angela, she commented, thanks very much. I thought, what's she on about? So I clicked it. She put a timestamp, thanks. And I clicked the timestamp. It was me going, thanks to AY, thanks to Farmer Floyd. But I do appreciate everyone that joined the panel.
Yeah, I've got an addiction. I'm bad with a drink. Like, I kind of stopped drinking. Like, you know what I mean? It's
Chubby's a real one as well, man.
Are you being serious, Chubby? Are you struggling?
I am. I wanna get some help for me drinking. Like, because obviously I drink all the time. You're seeing the state of us on YouTube.
I didn't know you were drinking. I didn't know that actually, Chubby. I didn't know you had problems with alcohol. But is it to a stage that you need to get it resolved? It's become damaging to you?
Mate, it's not, because I don't drink anything over 5%. So I like ales and stuff. But
controlled. Yeah.
But like, I'm not happy. If I haven't got a drink on a night like now, I'm not happy. You know what I mean? I'm like restless and anxious.
Yeah, it's a crutch. It becomes an absolute
crutch. Exactly, it is. Yeah.
Just saying that is, anyway. But that's the start of the change process. Yeah. Just saying that. I mean, I'll bring it up now. It might be helpful to some, but this is what I constantly rely on, and it's about how you're thinking. It's the cycle of change, so I'm going to bring it up now. John, you'll know about this.
And at least you're lowering the percent as well. That's the start of
honestly, that's the best thing I've ever done. Like, is just said, I'm not drinking anything over 5%. So no more wine, no more vodka.
Non-alcoholic. But I used to laugh at them when I was younger. Like, non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
But now I'm older, I understand why they do that for their own psychological thing to come up wine off alcohol. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, so I'm not affecting myself physically.
I started drinking was the avoid drink. Would you believe that?
So I know people who drink vodka, they're affecting themselves physically because it's going to destroy their internal organs.
I won't separate between the two. It's not as easy as that. I know. You're right that you're right to reduce the the content's a good thing, but it makes a difference if there's just shitloads of it. Do you know what I mean? It's
exactly, yeah.
So this is what I wanted to show us, and this is kind of a bit of psychology regards wanting to try and make changes in your life. And so when I had a job, and part of my role was to interview people and to check their readiness for change. That were really my role, is to find out where they're at. And this is a tool that we'd use to try and put someone where we think they're at.
This is CBT. This is cognitive behavioral therapy. Well,
not really.
It.
Not really. It's a way of analysing readiness to change, but it's kind of a cycle, which is what people go through when they're dealing with addiction, and it's a never-ending cycle. It's not just a one road. You can go around it multiple times, and it'll start with a pre-contemplation, which is no intention of changing behaviour. You're just drinking, you're burying your head, you're ignoring your letters. It's all there's just nothing there in the head. But what made me think about this was what Chubby said. It was that contemplation, and that's what he demonstrated there, was an aware of a problem existing, but no commitment to action. So you're moving forward, but how do you go from contemplation to actually doing something about it?
I was hoping you would explain it, but I'm raw trying to read, but I ain't got my glasses, man.
Well, that is it, really. It's quite self-explanatory. You're not thinking about changing. You're thinking about changing. You're looking at making changes. You are changing. It's that simple, isn't it? It's in explaining it. But it's how your attitude is towards your problem.
Yeah, well, I've read a few books on like addiction, alcohol addiction, and that, and it said like if you think you've got a problem with alcohol, you do.
Yes.
Yeah. That's how you can tell if you're not. If you think it's a problem.
But I was too late.
Some people will just have a tipple on a weekend and that. But
no, I can't do that.
But I take it too far. I can't too far.
Your body remembers as well the intake, Chubby, and it always wants more. It always wants more. So a lot of the time, people who have got clean and then gone back go back worse. It's like a chip in the brain which has got a memory, and it just knows. And it's like what you had before is no longer enough this time. We need more now.
Is it anything like this, reviews and that? Because this is a good topic, because I haven't even spoke to nobody about normal fucking discussions like this, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it is a good topic.
Even when I was younger, though, when I was young, when I was drinking, I always felt like I had a great time in it. So I start drinking, going out. You get me? I even like drank cider in the parks as a kid, and that was a fucking good weed, you know what I mean? But it gave me like a little boost, and I go out and I get girls and that and blah blah. So I kind of like used drink for that. Was it like that for anyone else?
Yeah. A lot of people say that. Like,
and then when the drink went, like I felt like I'm just a bit dead and that, like I can't even be asked at all.
Yeah.
Carry on. No.
Oh, it's common.
Do you know? I found when I started my like 4-month-long like total, I just put it down overnight, and I was expecting some kind of physical reaction. Like I was expecting some kind of not hardcore DTs or anything, but I was expecting some kind of anxiety or
drinking. You're like, you feel something, but you never felt no.
No, not really. Like again, like I said, I noticed that I'd started sleeping better, like dreaming more.
Did you ever have any negative effects when you needed a drink? Like, so some people might wake up shaking. They might wake up with a massive pain in the stomach, or a head pounding, and until they've had that drink, going nowhere.
Yeah, same. That's happened to me, man. I'll keep it real.
The thing that I noticed most was, it was more the routine of it. So I'd get home from work, and then I'd go to the fridge and I'd open beer. And I was like, but even though there were no beers in the fridge, I'd go to I'd open the fridge, looking and go, oh, fuck, you're not drinking, are you? Right, close the fridge and then go and make a cup of coffee or open a can of Coke or something instead.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but the behavior was so fucking ingrained.
Well, it can become a physical dependence on the body. Nearly all your organs is relying on it. It's alcohol. So it sounds like you wasn't drinking.
I can give lessons on this because I've done like 6.5 years ban, and I've drunk and drove a lot of my life. I've got a load of stories of how I've got away with the law when I'm fucking intoxicated, but I still decide to drive, and my work depends on it. But I still decide I want to take the risk and have a drink. It's a bit fun. Thinking I've got control. And I'm on that. There's loads of different levels to it, you know what I mean?
100%. And then you lie, don't you? You lie to yourself.
Yeah,
you lie.
It's
not a problem. It's all good.
And you get away with it because you know how to. You learn how to disguise it. So even if it means like just getting
100%.
a burger, you know what I mean? Like in case the police pull me. You get me? I've got this. And it won't smell alcohol. I know I'm not acting drunk because I know how to function. I just need to pattern this up. Then they let me go, and that happened a lot through my driving and that as well. I got caught a few times, but really, I should be dead. The risk.
You've no control. You've absolutely no control over your first thought. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
No, 100% it makes sense.
So if you've got that thought and it's in your head, you've had no control over that first thought, but what you have got control is what you do with that thought.
And when you think of it though, like me, when I was drinking from younger, that was like robberies and doing stuff like breaking the law, you know what I mean? But then even in my later years, when I'm a big man and I've got a license, I was still risking my life. But on the road and the motorways, like nearly 400, you know what I mean?
Biggest thing, yeah. It just shows where it takes you. You're willing to risk your livelihood, your job, your all that, and it's like, look, I've got to survive.
Mm-hmm. It's like you were talking about earlier that I just couldn't give a fuck anymore attitude.
Well, lots of it. That's why I'm doing this now, because I'm sick of pressing the fuck it button, and it becomes past the fuck it button. It's like you can kind of lose hope, and that is a dangerous place to be in. You can't lose hope. No.
Yeah.
Would you say you're up to, Jamie? You're up to a week at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't incriminate yourself, lads, on YouTube. Telling people you did drink and drive, and they're going to get
but
you.
it has his history, and he's dealt with that. I know he's right. And his awareness of it, he's acknowledged it.
Yeah, there you go, guys. He's opened up. So there's no need to bully him about it because he said it, right?
Keep up with him. Sasha, thank you so much for the super chat, love. Honestly, there's no need. I appreciate you so much. Good luck, Jamie. We're here rooting for you. Look forward to having you back, and we'll be back bigger and better, and that's the plan. And
can I hold this lighter? Oh, is that? Yeah.
Yes, that's what puts us apart from animals, able to control our actions, and he's zoning in on that first thought. You can't control these thoughts, but you can control how you respond to them. Fucking get gone. Get on.
Well, yeah, you have no control over like your subconscious just presents options to you, and you get to pick from the options, but you don't. You know, that's the best you can do at the end of the day.
Isn't it?
It's a bad place to be in, like.
Shit, mate. It's shit.
Mm-hmm. I'm there, guys. Hey, you're not alone if you drink like I do.
Table on this panel. I drink anyone on the table.
And it's everywhere. It's so accessible. You can't go down. It's at every corner at street. Alcohol. It's literally, and it's part of a culture, which is pretty sad, isn't it? That we have a culture being pissed.
Especially by me, bro, because mine's 24 hours a day, so people can't believe that I've got 24 hour office.
Yeah.
When I used to work at this
said,
diagnostic imaging company, we used to do PET CT scans, and the PET CT scans for cancer diagnosis, they used to use like FDG, and it was a radioactive isotope that was attached to sugar. The way it'd work is you'd inject it into the patient, you'd wait half an hour, you'd stick them on the scanner, and because cancer cells are really inefficient, they burn energy at a higher rate. Then you get like uptake of sugar around, so you could find microtumors, something that wouldn't show up on a CT or an MRI, or
that could be a diagnosis.
You could find it with a CT scan. The problem is that the person had to fast before the scan. So that would mean like they could only drink water. They couldn't have tea, coffee, nothing for a minimum of, depending on the scan, it was 4 to 6 hours before the scan. And we'd get patients who were like either they'd be like type 2 diabetics that had like food management problems, or alcoholics that couldn't not have a drink. And you go, okay, well, what we'll do is we'll get you an appointment first thing in the morning, so you can we can get you in. You'll have fasted whilst you were sleeping. Just forgo your breakfast or whatever, and get yourself into the hospital. We'll get you scanned, and then you can do what you'd normally do. And the number of it was the two biggest headaches were the alcoholics, because the alcohol really fucked up the scan, and also you'd get alcoholics that would go, no, like when I get up in the morning, I wake up with extreme anxiety and I have to have a drink, otherwise I can't function. I won't be able to get on the bus or get in a taxi. I won't be able to get there without it. And the other one was the and actually what I found, and again this is anecdotal, what I actually found was that the alcoholics were actually more honest about it, whereas the patients that had food addiction, like the bariatric patients and stuff, they would lie about it. You'd give them, you'd do the blood sugar stick test when they got to the scanner to make sure that their blood glucose was at an appropriate level to do the scan, and it'd be through the fucking roof. And then you'd go, your glucose is too high. You clearly haven't fasted in order for this scan. And they go, oh no, I definitely have. And there'd be a wife or a husband with them looking over their shoulder that was just like rolling their eyes because they'd lie to you about it. I don't know why, but for some reason, like the people that were substance addicted to something other than food, but also I had kind of more of a degree of sympathy for the patients that were like
this. Yeah.
Food. You can't isolate yourself.
Because I'm reading the comments on that, innit, Sharon?
I'm reading them as well, Lex. Did I miss something? I don't know what you disclosed. Maybe Chubby were right to jump in because I didn't think I'd heard. I mean, I'm reading the comments now, and I've misheard you or something.
Nah, Sharon said that she'd lost something or something through that, and I just want to say that when I mention all this shit, and I haven't told none of you anything, you get me, because none of you know. I've said that I've done like 6.5 years, but and I always took the risk. But I've licked somebody down, and that was my changing point. I'll never drink and drive again. Everything I say is for educational purposes. I'm not saying
that's where I took it.
I'm not bragging. I'm not bragging. It's just for someone else to learn from it, innit? You know, like you when you talk on it, society.
Yeah. No, that's how I took it, and you're right to acknowledge it. And he's not lying. He could have easily held that back and not said anything, and no one would have been the wiser. You know, an addiction can put you in some.
And I weren't even over the limit when I run the guy down. He was in a coma for 10 days. I weren't even over the limit, but because of my history and my panic and PTSD, I just thought, shit, I'm over the limit. But I weren't even over the limit. I waited for the police. But people said, oh, I got off. People online like Axel and shit. You left the scene. No, I fucking waited. Got breathalyzed. And then the guy got took hospital. You know what I mean? I met him in the pub months later. And I just talked to him about it because he shouldn't have even been on the road. He was pissed off on the road.
So is this a pedestrian or another car?
A pedestrian, innit? But he's come out of a pub what shouldn't even be open. I'm saying so we should.
You're all money again.
You know what I mean? So I already got ready to stop, but he was just on a mad one and walked back in the road.
Oh my god. I was just going to wrap up, but we got to keep going now. I was just going to go 5-minute warning, but I can't now.
Mate, you got fingers as well.
I think that's a good comment someone just made, saying that it comes from childhood traumas.
I couldn't agree. A lot of things just stem from childhood. Yeah,
all I know, everything I've done what's bad in my life is always everything has been to do with me being intoxicated. I wouldn't entertain it. It's always something to do with drink that makes, whether I've made money, whether I've made grants, whatever it is, whether I've gone to jail, for something dumb. It's always had something to do with alcohol. Because a normal person would just know what I like.
But don't actually as well, Lex. You can't put that all on yourself to understand how difficult it is, and just getting to a root cause is never easy neither. So don't. You can't feel guilty, can you? You can't feel guilty forever. You have to move on.
Yeah, I could be parents from fucking playing for the pool team in the pub from 14, allowed half a Guinness, you know what I mean? So I was already having a bit.
Development, couldn't put it any better. Ubers, thank you so much for the massive 50 super chat, mate. Thank you so much. And you've been a massive supporter of mine, and I couldn't thank you enough. And I'm enjoying this debate tonight. He says you are going out on a high, no pun intended. Thank you so much. That's a great compliment. Cheers.
Do you think that the problem?
I'm getting around it.
The problem, like societally with alcohol, is that it's also there's a lot of mixed messages around it as well. Like it obviously can have a massive negative impact on your day-to-day life, as is evident by this discussion. But it's also it's associated as a positive. Like you become a dad, you go out and wet the baby's head. It's your birthday. You have a party and you have booze, and we toast.
I just think the fact it's changing how you think will make you think to do something. So it might even be a girl that you've met. You might not have went to go speak to the girl. It might be a move you've done and you end up getting a little $5,000. It has its benefits in that sense as well. You know what I mean? But
in terms of, you mean lowering inhibitions?
Like as in taking a risk. You know what I mean? Taking a risk in life. In that sense.
Can you elaborate? I would agree with confidence, but what do you mean by risk? Like
taking a risk in that, you know what I mean? Like
I think that's what you mean. It's like
doing something. You know what I mean? Like I can't explain.
So when you say going up to a girl in a bar, like if you was
robbery or nothing, I'm just mean like I used to steal cars when I was younger, and I'm heavy into that. You know what I mean? And although it was, I wouldn't have gone out to do it if I never went at a sesh. You know what I mean? Wouldn't have done the stuff I did if I never had a sesh. I would have just went home, got football the next day probably because was a sporty person. You get me? But the drink just made me take risks on road. Now the nightlife and all of that stuff. Like really, I could have just been going home, going to bed. I was a good lad. I was sporty. You know what I mean? So
it certainly affects your ability to assess consequences. There's no doubt about that. And if you inhibit your ability to assess consequences, then obviously you're going to be more inclined to take risks. You know.
Sad though, isn't it? When you're a grown man talking like this, because anyone could take the piss and say, "Oh, where were your parents?" and this and that. But when you look back, you just think, I brought myself up a bit in that sense, innit? You know what I mean? Like, my mum was a great mum, but that's my mum, innit? My dad's not really there in that sense. He just comes, shows me money, whatever. Get me? And that's all really, innit? But there's no substance to it. So there's always a reason to why people turn out the way they are, innit? And I've got a few people that I know as well that are very bad on alcohol and drugs. I'm not bad on alcohol and drugs. I just smoke a spliff, have a little snake bite. That's it. I'm not fucked now, fucking being sick. But my point is, I have been before.
One day at a time as well. Don't put too much pressure on yourselves. It's like we were all what we're talking about.
Eat first. Eat. Try just even if you can't. You have times when you probably can't even just get something down. Yeah, I know it's probably hard. It's kind of. I used to think, can you have anorexia? The fuck's anorexia? You know, when I was a kid, when I started to be sick and like thinking of food, and I couldn't even eat the food, but I would love to eat. But I'm just thinking of it, feeling sick. Realize what anorexia is? It's like a psychological disability.
You hear people say, gamblers, what, you can give your money away? Drinking, what, you can drink a litre a cider? No one understands unless you've been there. It's all different addictions. It's all the same, really, isn't it? It's all the same at the root of it. There's something missing. Something's getting replaced.
Actually, you know what? I think that's the thing I know. I think that's the thing I noticed most when I abstained for 4 months, and then the first time I started drinking again, Jesus Christ, that first drink like hit hard. Like, obviously, I've reintroduced it in a much more like sensible way now. It's not every day, you know. It's now.
Liar.
What do you mean?
You know what, guys? Let me tell you this, right? My brother, right? My brother got made redundant the other week, right? And I went round his and to see the dog, and I says, "Hey, mate, why don't you just have fucking 2 years off work? Because you're rich." He's got 100 grand in the bank, and he says, "Because if I don't go to work, I'll end up just drinking all the time."
Yeah.
You know, that's why he says. He says, "It's the drink. Because if I didn't work, I'd be drinking all the time."
Nobody is a bad man like me, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I honestly say, I'm so, since I've been a kid, bro, I've been so, like, neglectful, so many risks, you get me? And I've just been stupid, but I do blame it on the lifestyle. But my point is, if I told you the shit I was doing, be a lesson for anyone, like I could teach anyone. I need to jump onto one of the courses where people have been done for drink driving. I've took the risk every time, bro. The first time I got done, and I got done before I got to go court, still got to get my car back. Then I got done again. You know what I'm saying? Then I got done again. This is 3 times before I've even been caught.
Well said.
The third time, I tried to be sick and I breathed under the limit, so that let me off. But I still got a 3.5 year ban for that. But then even after that, I come off my ban and I always took the risk all my life, got stopped all my life, never got stopped until recently, my last ban. You get me?
Oh, I get why people are picking up, because your only concern and the only thought that you've had is I never got caught, I never got stopped, where really people are suggesting that you should be thinking, thankfully I never hurt anyone and I never hurt myself. I get what they're saying. They're like, hang on a minute.
Yeah, because myself as well and other people. But my point is, that's what I'm trying to say. I was doing them, but never got caught. But my point is, once I hit that person, and now I'm kind of clean, and I'm just waiting for my next little points to come up next month. I'm never gonna do that shit again and take them dumb risks.
Oh, you actually run someone over? I never heard that. You hit someone whilst drunk?
No, I wasn't drunk, but I hit somebody though, innit? And that's what made me think, like, because I thought I was over the limit, because obviously with me and
Piers. Luckily, when they tested you, you were under. Bet you were glad about that.
Never had no drink in me, and I was in London the night before, so I was paranoid about that, innit? You get me? So I've come back to Brum, but it's about 12 at night. But in my head, I'm thinking, shit, am I drunk? Because of my record, so I'm thinking I might be going prison.
Carrie in chat. Carrie, I just want to say, you need that support and you need that treatment. It's literally so dangerous to do it on your own with alcohol, especially after such time. It can be extremely dangerous. You need to be in a safe environment where there's professionals to be safe. So well done you for doing that. And
what it is though as well, there's a difference as well. If you're in your own house, it's still bad and you still need the house. But people like me that are out on the road, it's fucking dangerous, isn't it? That's my point. Because you're out on the road and
Hey, mate, I handed my driver's license into DVLA. Once I realised I had a problem with drink, I handed my driver's license back into the DVLA.
Yes, and that protects yourself. And well done, mate.
Yeah. I get buses now. I enjoy buses.
I can tell you now, though, there is help out there, and the people that when I used to work in this environment, as I say, I've got all the answers, and it's just not as easy in practice to do. It's so difficult. You need right people around you. You need the right environment, but the only way to get help is to knock doors down. Referring to treatment. If someone, let's say I go, all right, Chubby needs help, I'm going to refer you, Chubby, to this. What good's that? They're not interested. They need to see it from you. You got to knock doors down, and I promise you, the ones that are knocking the doors down are the ones that get the help, and that's the way to get in, because that's what they're looking for. That's what they're trying to assess, the willingness to change. And
have you heard about that plant?
For the chat, like another gym and that, and imagine everything's so good and that works fine, everything, but you still want to go and have a quick beer on your break or something, and you go into work and you know that you shouldn't be drinking, but you're taking little risks, like probably having 2 gums. You know how to act because you don't act drunk. As I said, I've been pulled over loads of times. I don't act drunk. I can function. But just doing shit like that is crazy. You get me? I used to take risks like that. My employers never even knew. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
that's part of the addiction, that man. That's what it is. That's why it's bad. You know what I mean?
I'm making an excuse.
It's all right. No, you're not making excuses. You just, you know, I mean, this is why you need people around you who understand.
All these discussions, I mean, it's a bit difficult to get in, but all these discussions are all what contributes to moving from that pre-contemplation to contemplation. We've done this a few times, and if only one person tonight goes, I tell you what, I'm going to I'll start thinking a little bit different, it's well worth it. And Rob has an interesting comment. He says, sorry, Jamie, but all I found was talking. What is that? Is that his drugs thing or something? That all the time? Is that what it is? You on pipe or something?
Like a vape.
Another one now.
It's an army, but I read this book on like alcohol addiction, and it said that there's actually a plant. It looks like it's in the shape of a vase, and the flies fly into the plant, and the stuff on the plant tastes so good. It's like sugar to the flies.
Yes,
and
thank you.
they can see all the dead flies at the bottom of the plant, but they keep crawling down.
Okay.
You know, they keep crawling down.
Imagine.
That probably applies a bit too much introspection for an insect, but still. Either way, I'm going to have to go, guys. But
John, it's been a pleasure.
Let me just say this.
You're doing well, bud.
Let me say this to you.
Hang on, let John bloody say his goodbyes. I didn't hear any of that, John. Sorry, mate.
No, I was just saying.
Sorry, mate.
You're right.
No, I was just going to say, Jamie, keep it up. You know, if it's what you need to do, just keep doing it. And if you do need to take a break, man, don't worry about the channel. We'll be here when you get back.
That's what I need.
Yeah, good night, John.
Thank you, mate.
Thank
you. And thanks for contributing. It's been a pleasure, John. Take care, mate. Take care.
No worries, guys.
All right. Good job.
So I thought it was you saying that you're gonna go and that in it, but another example for people to learn from and that in it. I remember.
Don't be hard on yourself, neither. There's too many people are hard on themselves. Chubby, I can't cope.
Yeah, you need to be. You need to be hard on yourself when you're doing dumb shit like this. You get me? But I remember coming back to Brum. I meant to pick up a car, but I couldn't get it or something. So I was pissed off with work in it. So I thought, fuck that, because I was in the town centre. The company's in the town centre. Friday night, I just went out, but I knew that I had to pick up this car, but the gate was closed. I had to wait till tomorrow. But fuck it. So I went out to town, thought, fuck the work. I'm not delivering the car to Nottingham. Went home, chilling at home, thinking, I might just go into work and grab the car, make a little change, but it is probably only like fucking 60 quid or something, just to deliver the car, you know what I mean? But I go there, knew that I was drinking the night before, so I still had drink on my breath. So I bought a chicken tikka and a cheese and onion baguette. Had that, went to the office to go get the keys for this A-class and that to take to Nottingham. I'm chilling, but I still feel a bit wavy, but I'm all right. But he must have cracked on, he could smell, or I must have been acting a bit different and that. And my man said, oh, sorry, mate. And this is the guy that was on my job interview with me as well, you know. But he was going for the manager's job. I was just going for like the car delivery job. We even smoked a bag outside. He's from Wolverhampton. You're right, mate. He just wanted to push his power down in it. It's like, oh, do you know, mate? I'm like, nah. Go and get this little pack thing. No, I'm blowing in this pack, but I'm thinking I don't have to blow in the pack. I'll just go on. It's like, oh, but blow in the pack, or obviously you're going to be sacked anyway. So I blowed in the pack, but it made me breathe my last breath, and I breathed over. Imagine that. That's from like the night before, from probably like 3 in the morning, and then going to work. That's how fucked I must have been in it.
Well, this is right, and it's so if like now, my addicted job it's my addicted job to keep me addicted, isn't it? That's its job. It's got to keep you addicted.
You know what I mean?
Keep you addicted, and you'll tell lies. It'll make excuses why you can't do this, why you can't do that, and that's catching that thought. And it's,
But I could just go in the office, grab the keys for the car, without no questions or nothing. You know what I mean? Even though I knew I was a bit mash up and that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have brought the chicken tikka and the cheese and onion baguette. You know what I mean?
I want to play a video. Last time I played this video, the last time I played this video, well, it got the stream took down, or it all went. It came up, it stopped it, but we're going to try it again because it's such a brilliant video. I feel, and it fits for what we've been talking about. Yes, Anna, but it might not be for everyone, and it's about 10 minutes long. So just
I'll chill and listen to it, man.
It's I'm just going to go for it. But yeah, I remember it was a really big problem last time I tried to play this.
Cool.
But I found this the first time I heard this. Well, I listened to it all, and that my attention span's just shit. I'm just going to mute you up, Chubby, while I play this because there's a lot of noises coming through, and we're just going to say hello to Hammers before I hit play as well. Hammers, welcome.
Hello, Jamie, mate. How you doing?
Hello, mate.
You all right?
Yeah. Do you want to jump in, Hammers, and say it before I play this? Because it is quite a lengthy video, and I know you've been through...
Yeah, I just jumped in on the back end of it. I just heard you talking a little bit. I know that someone was struggling in the chat and whatnot.
Yeah.
And it's tough being in addiction. I know sometimes you can, similar to me, I was on the drink and the puff, and then I stopped the drink, and then I thought I was okay puffing for a year. That sent me really crazy because I can't do nothing in small measures. It's got to be full on. Like if I start puffing or start drinking, I'm ordering loads. I've got 3 crates indoors. I'll go out to the pub all day. I've got half ounce of pub. I've got everything. I'm just full on. So that's why I've been teetotal 14 and a half years, and it ain't been easy. You know what I mean? It is easy for me now. But
think about it, does it, Hammers? You've just got to say no. I get what you're saying. You're like, it's still there. Yeah.
Because like I know you can like one addiction to another, and you come because I justified it. I said, well, at least I'm not drinking, So I justified smoking, but I didn't just have one joint here and there. I always had a joint on, and I always had plenty. So I was doing it excessively. Yeah. Now, one thing about the cannabis, they don't wash it through, they don't flush it. So all you're smoking nowadays, especially with that cheap stuff what they're smoking, they're rinsing it out quick, and they're not flushing it through with water. So you're just smoking chemicals, which will cause psychosis. It doesn't matter what people say. A lot of people say, "Oh, it calms me down, it chills me, it's my medicine." It does cause psychosis.
Well, it does all that. Good, but it has a lot of negatives as well, doesn't it? Of course it does.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
There's also sprays and all sorts coming out of places that makes it feel like it's weed, and it's not.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you're in it, you justify it. I mean, my justifications was I can't sleep without it. I can't sleep without it. Yeah, I smoked it all fucking day long. I didn't just have a joint for bed.
Yeah. But can't breathe, can't function. It's just terrible, isn't it?
And I also noticed that, and I've done something as a youngster because I was clucking for weed, and I've done something which kids are doing it to each other today. I don't want to mention it, but you can probably guess.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't nice. It wasn't proud. And why did I do that? Because I was clucking for weed.
Why, it's mad, isn't
and
it?
that was when I was about 18. I was.
It's bad. It's absolutely mad. I know someone who'd walked about 4 miles to go and get a tens of weed. Like only place
it does change your behaviour. If you ain't got that weed, you're like lunatic.
I mentioned day 3. I thought I'm never going to get past this day 3. What hell on earth? Literally, I went to bed about 10 times. It's up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down.
Yeah. And the thing is, you don't notice it unless you've not got it, and then you can tell your behavioural changes.
Oh my God.
And I didn't notice none of this, and it's taken me years to see it, and and like I'm going with the experts now and saying, it does cause psychosis, and that.
What makes me with someone that's been able to stay clean for so long, it really deserves a lot of credit, because you get to a point where you're clean and think, oh, I can manage it now. I can just have a little taste, and I can. And
that's right.
And you absolutely can't.
See, the thing is with me, where I'm full on, I know. I mean,
You know,
I know that you've had like your own troubles in that, but with my addiction, once I started getting clean, I started using bookies, and I was having football bets.
Yeah, same.
Whilst I was using the bookies,
No,
I was only
before the drink, but carry on, sorry, mate.
no, that's
I was
really
only
common
doing,
talking about.
I was only doing like,
Yeah.
I was only doing like a couple of quid for like football bets and that, just little football. But during that, they used to try and hook me in on the roulette, and they'd go, "Do you want a free £5?" Like, and several times, like, and I went, "No, and I've never played that. Why? Because I know that machine will end up controlling me.
Oh,
and during my time in the bookies, like,
I lost 11 grand in 1 month from that electrical fucking machine, bro. I got left with 4 grand, and I was meant to buy it.
Right? I used to go in there and have like 4.50 bets on the machine. During it, several times, someone used to come in, do like between £500 and £1,000, throw the fucking machines over, kick the glass through, and then what happened in the end? The bookies wouldn't report it to the police. And what happens is when you've got a venue and they've got lots of police reports, when it comes up to getting a license for that venue again, i.e. pubs and bookies, they won't give it a license. So they stop reporting these crimes. And this happens several times when I was in there, because I knew the bird who worked behind the till. She told me they don't report it now. And they'd smash up like, say, 20 grand's worth of machines and kick the fucking window through, and yet it weren't reported. And what I see was how that addiction would have played me if I started going on there with that £3-5.
You would have got
everything about them machines.
People don't talk about gambling addiction. That could be worse than alcohol addiction.
Let me just finish this, mate, and you can come in. Sorry everything about that machine is playing you. You're not playing the fucking machine. That machine's playing you.
Exactly.
And that's what I worked out. And I knew, thank God, I've never played their machines.
They employ psychologists and psychiatrists.
Exactly, yes.
That's what they do.
Everything down to the lights, the noise of the money going in, everything is done to condition your brain.
The sounds.
You're not winning nothing. You might have a little. And the thing is, with betting, with gambling, you always forget what you fucking lost. But when you get that euphoria when you've won, it cancels out all your losses.
When it gets you is when like you're actually chasing, you know what I mean? Like you've lost. And you're actually trying to win your money back.
You mentioned the serious amount of money that this addiction's done in, and it's such a cruel addiction. But what I wanted to ask you, if someone said to you, gamblers are addicted to losing, what would you say?
Say that again.
Gamblers are addicted to losing.
I'm just going to quickly come in with that. I just think that.
Think about it.
Addicted to chasing.
Right. I actually go ahead. You want to finish?
They must be. If you're down, you must be in it. Yeah.
Well, if you're addicted to losing,
if you're chasing, then you're addicted to losing.
Exactly what I was going to say. That you're just chasing the money you've lost.
Yeah. That means
that's what I'm going to get at and say. But
I know there's a gem in gambling. I still get jealous of people that gamble, take a risk, because I know that you can win. My mate won 16 grand. I've seen people.
One day,
the risk you're willing to take in it.
My friend's the brother-in-law, right? He was in trouble, so I said, "Look, if he wants to go to a meeting, I'll take him to a meeting." I took him to a Gamblers Anonymous meeting, and the stuff I heard there was just. It was very similar to being in an NA or a CA or an AA meeting, but they're talking about losing their marriages. They're talking about losing their cars, like pawning your Porsche, going to a roulette place and going, "Bosh, there's me keys to me Porsche. There's me deeds to me house."
That's how my mate won 16 grand, arguing with his girl, and just did some £100 on zeros.
It's destroying marriages up and down the country, gambling.
This goes good with what we're saying, no, bro. Or could I just say this, though? Sorry, bro. But this goes good to what we're saying, innit? Because, as I said, I lost bare money on gambling. But what did make me stop is gambling made me go to zero. Buying weed, going out, didn't make my money go to zero. But gambling, I'd lose my head and I go to zero in it. You know what I'm saying? So I made the decision that I chose my weed, drink, and going out, or whatever takeaways, whatever it is, food, over the gambling, and that's why I've
One
never
thing I'll
gambled
say
since,
though
I just
is,
buy a scratch card here and there now.
yeah, whatever you're using in moderation to get through life, life's difficult. And sometimes we've always got to have something. Like for me at the moment, it's my vape. But you know, people have got to have something because life, work, families, it's just hectic. And
all
you know, the state
Even
of
a
the
cup of coffee,
country.
bro.
So some people can just take a little drink or take a little puff, or, you know, if that gets you by, then so be it. But then when it becomes problematic, and it's difficult for you to recognize that when you're in the cycle of addiction, because as I say, you justify it.
You're just getting on with it, aren't you, Hammers? You don't care, you just doing it. It is what it is. Yeah.
You justify it. Like I've had a bad
establishments where people are addicted to coffee, and if you ain't got coffee, you can tell that they're twitching like it's the same as like them wanting a fag or like a
But
vape.
like I say, you'll justify it. Like you'll say, I've had a fucking bad week. Well, I deserve it. It's the end of the week. You know, and
play the video. DP gets what I'm saying as well. Yes, the emotions from losing become that strong and that uncontrollable in the mind that is what's being chased. And
well said. Yeah, of course, yeah.
And it just gets stronger and stronger. The more you're in it, it is. Woo.
And you get angry, then you do bigger bets as well. You do bigger bets, thinking that it's going to pay me.
Because you're chasing that high. You're chasing.
But like I say, one thing though, them roulette machines are playing you. And that's the fact.
Well said. So this video I brought up for us is a video on resilience. Really important, massively important, and see how we get on with this. And if it's not for you, thank you so much for joining us, and I hope to catch you on the next one. But we'll have a brief discussion after this, and then we'll be wrapping up.
Right.
It'll probably say suspend it for policy, whatever, and it'll come back. Yeah, just hang fire for 20 seconds.
Apparently you can go from 0 to a complete site in just a single prompt with Wix Harmony. I don't know if this is going to be possible. Where vibe coding meets drag and drop freedom. We'll see about that. All right, let me try to...
We'll just give it a little few seconds just for pause, because it's about this time it'll do one. La 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 la.
That's powerful, isn't it?
So I decided to outsmart the market with Base 44 super agents.
What the heck?
Set up in seconds.
Let's.
Big up, man. 2 up, 2 down. Big up, man. Been good listening and that, man. But I'm gonna get off on that, innit, man.
Thanks for your contributions. Let's
all right, all the best, mate.
Hopefully, I can come back up again, man. Proper things, man. Proper channel.
Yeah, I know we do. I mean, like you mentioned earlier, we don't have trolls. We've never had trolls. I'm
runs a good ship, Jamie.
Just real talk, innit, man? Just real talk. I just want to be myself on the internet. I don't want to be some fucking character.
Yeah.
But,
and we can all fall into that at times.
Because honesty makes other people open up, and that when I see someone honest, I'll just say something honest. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And if anyone's and if it's thrown in your face, just walk away and don't go back. You know what I mean?
Unfortunately, we don't know, do we? Because, like, let's say he played a character, and when you're in that role, that's with you. And when you're with certain individuals, then your character come out. So just don't put yourself on them panels. Try and, you know, go to debate channels like Jamie's and that.
Yeah, this is the first one I found. This is what I mean. I tried to get on here before, but obviously I don't. Jamie, I think it is, didn't really know me, but I couldn't get up. But somebody said this is a good channel that thinks like I think. You know what I mean?
What happened? Let's come in, and I seen him backstage, and it was literally 10 seconds, maybe 20 seconds, and he left, and he put in chat, "Lol, Jamie." And I took offence. I went, fuck off.
Jamie will leave you in the backstage for a while sometimes, but that's just how it is. You just got
it must have been 10 seconds. It must have been about 10 minutes.
It was about 30 seconds. And I got my back up and I went, you got a black screen. We've got a black screen, so we're not live anymore. It's shit in it, this YouTube, for that. Ted Zadders.
All's good though, man. But yeah, hopefully you could do a live tomorrow or something, man. I'll look out for you.
All right, mate. Thank you.
Respect, all right. And I
See you
know
later,
you
Lex.
already. What's your name again? Hammers, yeah, Hammers, big
Two
up,
up, two
Hammers.
down, yeah, Hammers, yeah.
Come on, 2 up, 2 down. Big up.
Chat's really appreciated you on the panel, Lex, as well. You've been a pleasure. Thank you. Yeah,
Big up,
really
bro. Big up the chat, I mean, as well, yeah, respect.
Yeah,
Like,
You take it.
it will be back.
yeah, man.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jamie, what was you saying? You was going to have a break. What's going on, mate? I've just caught the
I just need
back
to take
end.
myself. I need to. I keep trying to get well, and it's not happening. And I need to just do something about it.
Can you speak about anything, or have you spoken about? Like,
Not really. I ain't said too much, but
no.
I just need some help. That's all. And it's rough.
Well, listen, not being funny. You know what you got to do. Just fucking do it.
That's
Ask for help. Don't let your pride get in the way.
No, I'm not.
Unfortunately, I'm good at it as well. We're good at saying things on there. What we, you know exactly what to do.
Mm-hmm. I've got all the answers. That's what
thing is. You've got to do it. Don't just sit there in the routine. Get up, coffee, this, that, and every day's the fucking same. Unless you change it. You know what is it? DSD. Do something different.
Do something. Well, that
like
yes, what it too
and
will
it's simple,
pass.
isn't it? It's so simple.
I know.
You know what you need in order to support you. So do it.
I mean, I was giving this advice the other day to someone, to Jake, knowing full well that's all I'd been doing that week.
Jamie, isn't it mental that we can stand there, give advice, and when you're giving it, you're listening to what you're saying.
Oh, mate, I was talking to Jake, right? And in my head, I'm thinking, this is all I've been doing all week. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And
yeah.
Does. But I mean it. This is what I've been dealing with. I'll have to go lie down, get back up, lie down, get back. It's just that. Just a horrendous cycle.
Yeah, but it can be, I don't know exactly what it is, but anxiety or the routine, fear of anything. We've all got our struggles on there, and we all have. There's ain't no one who ain't got no struggles. I mean, I haven't got a care in the world, and I don't really. But we all struggle in our own ways. But yeah, like we're good at giving advice, but to implement it in our own lives. Seems very difficult.
Yep.
And it's not. It's simple. And just like the fellowship and that, you've got to keep it simple. And you've got, unless you do something different, you're not going to change. Oh, it'll go away temporary, or you might have a spliff and that, and you say, that's better. You wake up the next day, you feel okay, and then bang, it hits you again.
It's it. That's it.
So you really have to do something different, and it's so simple. Them 3 words: do something different.
Yeah, do something different.
And pick that phone up. Pick the phone up and ask for help. You know what I mean?
Nice one, man. Nice one, Hammers. If anyone wants to watch that video, it's got about 5 minutes left. But we got pretty much to the message. It's a really interesting video. It's worth watching in your own time. Please do. Do something different. Do something different.
Yeah, just try, Jamie. Look, and what I will say is, if it can be very, very difficult. It's all right for me saying it, but for you implementing it could be really difficult. So just for instance, if you struggle to go out the house, maybe go on the doorstep for 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, and
where you gone? Oh, you're there.
When you go when you get out of your house and that, and just walk like in the woods or wherever, just an hour, half hour out. It's just so get out. A lot of the times when we're sitting indoors, obsessing about what's going on and that, when you're in your own head, that is the worst place to be. To be sitting there in self with your own head is fucking dangerous. So you have to just step out, and once you do something different, even if it's for like 15, 20 minutes or 5 minutes, and do you know what I mean? It really does help, and then you can go further. You
know what I mean? I'm doing note with it. The amount of people trying to drag me out, wanting to do things, there's note there. There's just nothing there.
Yeah, because you haven't got the motivation, because you're stuck in that routine of sitting with self. And the more you sit about pondering in your own head,
waiting for something.
It's dangerous. It's manifesting with your own thoughts. A dangerous place to be. Dangerous place. But yet sometimes we can get caught in that comfort of doing that.
Yes. Yeah. It's brilliant. Yeah.
And then other things like, you know, then you start getting anxious about certain things or going out and doing, you know, but it's, I think a lot of it is the manifestation, sitting there with self.
Yeah.
You know, can be very, like, especially if you're a worrier and if you're a thinker and all that, you know, you just end up with confusion and that, and it's not. And when I say go out and just walk for 15 minutes or something, you're not sitting in your head then. You're
the psychology behind it. It's not just Stuart walks help me. It's not about that.
It really does work. And it's got to be healthy to stop sitting in, like, with your own obsessive thoughts, because it's dangerous. And as I say, once you do that, or you can implement that 2 or 3 times a week, you know, you might get a bit more confidence to, and then you start to understand, fuck me, it is a dangerous place sitting indoors with my own thoughts. Just try
you're
and do a little bit. You know, and then 3 simple words, and I know that you'll always remember that, is do something different.
Yeah, do something
different. And just step out your own head. Because, you know, it's the same in addiction. When you're sitting there with your own thoughts and that, you know, all you're going to do is think. If you're not thinking about drinking, you're drinking. If you're not drinking, you're thinking about it. You're obsessing to go and it's the same with anything. Yeah, I'll try and. But
you've got so much experience. Mate, you've got first-hand experience. You've been
it's difficult for me to kind of put it across because I'm not very articulate. But yeah, I've lived it, and I've lived a lot of situations like that video. You know, my boy's mum was murdered, wasn't she? And the same guy snapped my arms and that.
I never knew that.
Yeah, I can go through the story if you want me to. I don't mind.
If you want to, I'm happy
to. But on Christmas Day 2004, in my addiction, I was out with all the football hooligans, and it was Christmas Eve, so it was 12 o'clock. It was a late place I was at. Anyway, I come home and I didn't have no presents for my son. All I had was a card because she stopped me from seeing him. And anyway, I'm phoning her up and all that, and I'm in blackout, right? So I'm coked up and drunk. I'm in kind of blackout, and like she's probably warning me, no, she's with this geezer, and like, but I didn't realise, and I weren't listening to her. I wanted to give my son a card. Anyway, turn it up about 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock. I'm phoning. Anyway, geezer's got on the phone. He went, "You know who I am?" I said, I don't give a fuck who you are, mate. That's my son, and I'm coming round to see him. And he made this big growl. Anyway, if I'd have been sober, I would have thought, fuck that, I ain't going around there. Anyway, I phoned Samaritans, because I was in a right state. I phoned Samaritans, I was crying and I told them everything, and I said, well, can you give me some feedback? And they went, sorry, we're only here to listen to you. I went, fuck, and put the phone down. Anyway, I was phoning friends and that. They said, Jay, come round here and have Christmas dinner here. I just wanted someone to drive me round there. Anyway, my mate turned up. He drove me round there. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning, Christmas morning. And then she just turned up. She just turns up, opens the door, leaves the door open and walks to the front room. On the right, there's a little toilet and the stairs. I can't see the stairs because the little toilet. Anyway, I must have stood there for about 30 seconds. I knew something was a bit offish, but I forgot, being in blackout, I forgot I had the row with the geezer. Anyway, I've said to her, you didn't have to leave it like this. You know, I only wanted to see my son. I want to give him a card, blah, blah. So anyway, I've stepped in the door, right? I've took about 2.5 steps, And then I've turned to me right, and there's a geezer. He is massive, like one of the WWF fucking fighters, steroided up out of his. But this is a split second. I've turned around and seen him. Then I run backwards. I used to train doing martial arts and things, Thai boxing and whatnot. So I could run backwards, and I'll just run straight backwards right across the road. And he's chasing me now with this. Do you remember the old pickaxe handles, the big, thick wooden pickaxe handle? He had one of them. Anyway, I run right across the road, and I've fallen over on the curb. Now, he didn't want to bring it outside the house. He wanted to put that back round the back of my head as I walked towards the front room towards her.
Yeah, Mecca, you were protecting the house. Yeah.
So, because there's anabolic steroids, and he's in roid rage now. He's not in control of what he's doing. He's fluid. Anyway, I've fallen down. He's picked the bat right up above his head. Bearing in mind, he's 6'6", and he's got a vest on, and he can't get any bigger. He's pumped up like fuck. Anyway, he's come down with a pickaxe handle. Because I've done a bit of martial arts, I've done a bit of Wing Chun as well. I was aware that I had to protect my head, so I had my hand above my head, which should have been in a 45-degree angle, but it wasn't. It was flat. So the bat come down, and it snapped my arm, my left arm, and then it went onto my nose.
Oh my
and
God.
I was in this kind of semi-conscious kind of, I called it like a tunnel of death, like. You know when you're seeing stars and all that. In the process of that, he's smashing the bat in me. He's breaking ribs. So I had about 3 or 4 broken ribs. He's hit me in the bollocks. Anyway, during this, my friends come out of the car, run over, and he's walked off, this fella. But I've come round. Anyway, I've got up. I can't do nothing with my left arm. They're snapped, he's flattened about everywhere.
Yeah.
And then my friends run up to him, and I've gone over as well. Still being high on coke, I still think we can, like, do him. Anyway, my friends hit him. He's turned around, sparked my friend out, and then he's seen me again. So then he swung the bat to his right to do me, like, on the side of my head again. So I've put my right arm up, and he snapped that arm.
Oh my gosh.
So I was left on the floor with 2 snapped arms. Anyway, he's fucked off in the car, and that. I find out my boy, who was 8 at the time, is upstairs with my stepdaughters. It was all set up for him to do me in the house.
Yeah.
Anyway, there was a bit of a car chase. My mate's chasing him because, he was going mental anyway. 6 months on from this now. My addiction really steeped in then.
Yeah.
And I was drinking 24/7. You know, my head was fucked, like, and I weren't helping it because I was still on the coke and drinking, but I knew I had to forgive. There was something about, because this was about 6 months, and I was so angry, and I was pent up. I was in fear because he was on the run. The police wanted him for GBH Section 18. There was all them yellow boards everywhere. Wanted, does anyone see anything? Anyway, I started going to this church group, like, and they used to feed us, and I used to get on my anger out and tell them about my story, and I was fucked. It really done me.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just knew that there was something about. So anyway, I started going to church and that. And then I started going to meetings. But then I come out of church one day, and this girl pulled up, and she said, "Did you hear about your ex-partner, like my boy's mum?" And I said, "No." He said, "He's killed her." I said, "What do you mean?" She went, "Look, I'll go and find out if it's true or not, because she's just only heard. She's going over there to see the nana and mum and that." Anyway, she's gone over there, and they've had a turnout. My stepdaughter's having a baby, right?
Yeah.
He wants to take her. The geezer who's done me, who's killed her, he wants to take her to Thailand. they've had a row in the car. She obviously wants to go and see her first grandchild being born. But he was so controlling that during the row, I think they've had a drink in that, and she could be a fucker, like on the vodka and whatnot. So during the row, she's got out the car and started walking down the road. Well, he's run into her with this Range Rover, breaking her ankle and her leg on either feet. And he reversed it over her head. So she was put into the boot of the car and drove 70 miles away from the murder scene.
What a scumbag.
After that, my head was fucked. So very similar to what that woman was saying. I could relate to a lot of her stuff, what she was saying. Although because she was very, very educated, she knew what to do. And where I was stuck in that victimhood. You know what I mean? Like, you bastard, you've hurt my kids. That's all I could think of. You fucking hurt my kids. You know what I mean? Because the pain of them and they've all got their issues down to what happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's forever.
So my stepdaughter had a baby an hour after the mum was murdered. Really, she should have been there to see that baby being born, but he didn't. He was that obsessive that he didn't want to see her. Anyway, like in the end, but as I say, I was fucked. After that, God, my head went total. I was in the pubs all day, and then I drank when I come. I literally drank for 24/7 because it was the only medicine I could take to try and take the pain away. And
to numb something,
I couldn't stop it. I just could not. I literally, if I didn't drink all day, I was smoking and drinking and, you know, taking whatever drugs. And I ended up in smack and crack houses. And when the drink stopped working, it just mental. Not that I was ever a smack or crack addict, but I just used it, you know, I just used anything.
Yeah.
But it took me, you know, it must have took me 15 years or something to really, you know, I had to forgive in order to let go. And it was only because I was born again and that, I was greedy. I was greedy in recovery, like I was in addiction. Because I had to get well. I see a top psychoanalysis.
That's how I feel now. That's how I feel. I'm like hungry. I'm fuming.
Well, this lady, she specialised in EMDR, eye movement dissertation something, where she moved like a pen in front of her, and I had to follow the pen with my eyes, look from left to right, and it helps the left side of the brain coordinate with the right. As I say, I was totally fucked. I've done that for 3 years. She done it on a reduced rate as well, and it really, really helped me. And then I've done shiatsu, Reiki, anything what was there, you know, meat. I was doing a drug and alcohol day place, and then I went to AA, and you know, I relapsed in between loads of times, and but you know, things was really difficult, and I was stuck in that. But it wasn't until I really just let it go, you know what I mean? And, which is easier said than done.
What happened to him?
He got 21 years. Now, it was 2004, and obviously, you know, he got convicted of murder. He got 3.5 years afterwards to run concurrent for my arms.
Right. It's still not enough. When you look at it now, so he's out, it's 2026. It feels like 2020 for 2004.
No, he's still in there. I don't know what's happened because they wouldn't put him in a category B. Is it B? No, C in it. So
D's the open prison where
he was meant to be going to like a lower one, but he's a Muslim, so you know he's got the beard and all that. Changed his name and all that game.
If you take a life, I just don't think you should come out. I don't think it's disrespectful to those left behind. It's wrong.
Well, especially when like, you know, in cases like that, where you know that woman who's had a kid run over, like they get a manslaughter charge. Now, about 4 or 5 years ago, they was only giving them 4 or 5 years for that.
Yeah.
And I mean, you've killed somebody. A car's like walking around with a loaded gun.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the pain of the family, it destroys families. you know, that pain. All right, and like I say, a sentence over here is terrible because it, you know, you're literally giving them 15 years and they could be out in 7 years.
It seems like it's a money-saving exercise at that point. Life for life, whole life term. See you later. That's just how it should be. You keep alive, whole life term. That's it.
But Jamie, the judicial system is so outdated, just like the education system and that. You know what I mean? These things are just so outdated. It needs to, but like you say, there's a cost involved, and you know, because we've got a lot of foreign prisoners here, the money it's costing to house prisoners is just phenomenal. So they give them light sentence. I mean, look at Hugh Edwards and how many people are going to court with child pornography on their on their devices, whatever, or doing something to a child, and they're walking away with suspended sentences. It's because they can't afford to put them in prison, but it's terrible. People are laughing at our justice system. Foreign criminals come here and laugh and think, I'll just do the crime because I'll be out in a couple of years. Where in their country, they ain't getting out. Do you understand what I'm saying?
In America, you're off for like you can get life off for shoplifting in America in some states if you're at it a few times. I'm sure you can. I'm sure.
Yeah, they've got some crazy laws out there, haven't they? Yeah.
Yeah, you hear them, and it's what?
It's like all the lifers and that. They've got bloody TVs, gaming consoles, and
mad, isn't
it? You know, it's just like being in your own hotel room. Lovely.
Yeah, delivers your food 3 times a day. Yeah. Once a week,
and the thing is, them lifers, they get looked after with the prison officers as well, because the prison officers want a nice life, and lifers are quite quiet and they just get on with it. It's the same routine.
Yeah.
You know, so they just. That's why I think they allow drugs in prison, because they get the prison officers get quite a sort of
to it, innit?
You take the drugs in that, mate. God, it'd be like uproars.
That's awful, mate. I'm sorry that happened to you. That's just sick.
Yeah, but like I say now, Jamie, like before, say maybe 8 years ago, 5 years ago, when I spoke about it, you could hear the pain in me, and you know what I mean. Like talking about, especially when I say like he ran over her head and that used to be very difficult for me to say. Because I just, every time I said it, I relived it. But I knew I had to keep speaking. The one thing about me, I knew I had to keep speaking about it in order to get well, you know, because you're unloading it, you know, you're letting it go. But I mean, I used to have fucking conversations with people at the bus stop and telling me life story.
Good night, Sasha. Take care. Well, thanks for joining us. Thanks for sharing that.
Sasha.
Thank you. Welcome in, Vincent. We missed you tonight. You could have been good on.
Hello, Vincent. How you doing, mate? Oi, oi.
I'm going to say good night, Hammers.
Yeah, no worries, Jamie. I wish you all the best anyway.
Thank you, mate, and thanks for sharing that and for your words.
And you know, do something different.
Do something different. DP, good night, pal. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Good night, everybody.
I don't know when I'm dipping, but in the next week or two. So, but not right now.
Yeah, just look after yourself, Jamie, and be kind to yourself, mate. You know what I mean? Don't be.
Yeah.
You know, just try and do something different, and things will get better. Do you know what? As well, you know, another month or so, couple of weeks, 3 weeks, the sun will be out again, and that always helps. You know what I mean?
It sure does. Yeah, it sure does.
Yeah. Jamie, all the best anyway. See you later, chat. Have a nice one, everyone.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Good night, Jamie. Tom, mate.
What an absolutely horrendous story there. And to come through that took some strength. So, and his advice is spot on as well, isn't it? You know, when he's talking, it's absolutely spot on. So thank you. Thank you for joining. And yes, I'll catch you on the next one. I'll try and come back tomorrow. Hope to see you then. I'm out. Bye-bye.